Vi and Illaoi were definitely two of the characters that had the most conversation around them here. Extremely powerful in the current state of the game. Not going to matter too much here as Yasuo was able to find that quick little crouching light and be able to get the open up on that, you know, the unfortunate gap that Vi is able to leave there.
Chasing it. I like the fact that we see the no tech from ThickHug there on that air reset attempt, but Kiske not able to find anything until the Illaoi assist comes through. No confirm available with that tentacle follow-up, playing that, you know, incredibly powerful Illaoi, like you mentioned. Though she does have a couple of bugs in her kit that were accidentally introduced in this patch cycle, so you gotta wonder if Riot is gonna be able to fix those without introducing more, because she always seems to catch the bug strays into XKO, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to code a character and get them right when they have so many moving parts. But honestly, some of the interactions that she has with them are actually make her a little bit stronger. To be honest, some of them maybe, you know, as an Illaoi player, I wouldn't mind him to stay. But now looking for the jump in here, had an opportunity with the mids as we're gonna go for the charge up and just double up on the lows. Gonna be a dead priestess. It's gonna be Yasuo down to the solo here, but 6 bars to work with.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically in a really good position against this squad anyway. Vi is a single touch, Blitzcrank if you get the right combo, but that jump in completely reverses the narrative I was weaving, as the perfect name is going to go for that level 3, and there should be a dead Yasuo on the side of BokuhoKiske.
Big shouts, by the way, Kazuma coming through with a $5 direct contribution to that match, Reno. Appreciate you all a ton. And make sure if you, you know, if you're watching YouTube or Twitch, !match Reno, help us claim those codes. As our first match is already, first game already out of the way. Quick little S1, distance close. Yasuo already having the block out, so a quick spend of the push block, gonna save a little bit of that.
It's actually, fun fact, this matchup has happened before in TNS. In this specific match, ThickHug and the perfect name tend to duo in these TNS brackets, and they've run into BokuhoKiske once before, actually, at the 21st edition of TNS. This was back in February, and BokuhoKiske was able to take that set 2-0, so this is a bit of a salty run back, actually, a few months later for the duo against this singular player. The 5M will frame trap, but we resend over, and we could have killed the Blitz with the route. I think if we just go for the throw conversion here, we still get the end result that we were looking for.
Yeah, it was dummy plus after the charged command of motion. Extremely smart. Is on the empty jump, is willing to just block it out. I mean, Vi definitely commands enough respect, so I understand the situation there, but for now is going to get caught out, lacking a bit of respect on that one, actually, with the standing medium.
Ooh, this is bad, as what I would have kept saying, but we didn't quite finish the happy birthday. Still find the Illaoi. It's an honorable or dishonorable duel between Yasuo and Vi. Seeing who gets the next hit. The tentacles are down. We're trying to run the offense. Push block will just create some space. Using the tentacles control screen. Refresh them again. That's no more super meter. Oh, speaking of,
yeah, I'll say no super meter needed in the moment there, especially with the back assist coming through as well. The duo doing a great job of being able to lock things down and generally not over forcing into the Illaoi super assist. I think a lot of people expect to be able to be a little bit more aggressive when it does come out, because obviously the solo character, if they don't put you in any kind of block stun, it doesn't really present any kind of threat until the actual activation. So good patience to just stay full screen, let all that meter get out of the way, and unfortunately, the parry actually go through the throw. That was a very odd interaction.
yeah, I think we still had some iframes on wake up against throw, or we mistimed the throw, right? Because we're trying to chase the tech roll that you're able to punish, and it didn't come out, so definitely a weird interaction. BokuhoKiske, she's able to at least get the break away from the duo, finds a short confirm, and it's very short. We don't even finish it, but the cross up will do the rest of the trick. Boku in a very good spot if they can find the next hit on the ThickHug's Vi.
Yeah, I was gonna say, short confirms, just turning into quick little mix-up there as the S1, but a quick parry and a very interesting choice on the break there. I recognize trying to keep yourself in this one and trying to snowball the lead, but definitely a bit scary here, as now all of a sudden we are in much better shape. It's a single touch game for Illaoi.
Oh, the assist comes through. We are able to get the pickup with the 2H, so Boku able to take that round away. And like you said, a very quick investment on that break. Probably could have held on to it for 1 or 2 more interactions. Luckily, they were able to regenerate some of it, thanks to just the fact that Illaoi's taking a bit of a beating. Speaking of beatings, here we go. Catch that Vi. No jump to bait out that break. And the Vi assist with the ball charge. Able to do some work, but Yasuo keeping Blitzcrank off of the Illaoi. Just a little bit. What a tech. You're insane. Teching against a command grappler, but you got my respect.
And again here, Straight down to the earth. Chooses not to go for the steam. Instead, is just going to kind of let them escape. But luckily on the other side is still able to track her down. Very nice. It's solely Yasuo. Look down the barrel of the duo one more time. As that is a hell of an anti-air.
All right, able to catch. Oh, but we interrupt, actually. BokuhoKiske, she's trying to maintain that pressure in these air-to-airs, but not finding the right options. Burns some of that fury down, wants to force the round win. You ran into the Blitzcrank, and you weren't ready for the level 3. Is this dead, actually? I mean, this does a lot of damage, but you still have, I think, a little bit of fury. Maybe you survive. Oh, you do.
Yep, decent chunk there. Still good in this one. Goes for the jump over. Had a chance to maybe go for the cancel, but the moment we had committed into the S1, I don't think we could have gotten into anything vertical fast enough. The autopilot kind of gets the better of her on that one, as we're going to swap into the Blitzcrank and take the damage where we can.
Oh, that's so sick, actually. A very double down S sort of like follow-up right there, but the duo actually able to set it up perfectly using that freestyle fuse, taking advantage of the fact that you can buffer that wrecking ball with the Blitzcrank and drop the super with Vi. But Boku tries to get that pickup. These jump down heavies from Yasuo, not quite working. Thank God for that multi-hits for Yasuo's sake, as we're able to interrupt the armor command grab. Now we're just trying to play some neutral. Approach with the Illaoi.
I'm still reeling from that combo, bro. What? It was that, dude. The wrecking ball extension. This is a duo, by the way. That was so coordinated.
It's so sick. It's so sick. I mean, that's the thing that we're always sort of hype and anticipating from 2xKO. The fact that you do have the option to play with a friend, not just in like a doubles bracket, but against like solo players, right? Developing that coordination that you see really taken to the highest level by, you know, players like the Twins from Japan, or, you know, Sonic Fox and Inzem, champions of Texas Showdown last weekend. BokuhoKiske forces the breakout from the duo. He needs to find one more hit. The Yasuo super assist is massive proxy.
Oh no, situation getting dire. One tentacle left over and is able to teleport to the corner here. Nice jump away though. And a crater is made. Unfortunately here for Illaoi, now 50% life still on the table. So was going to live the interaction, but chooses to decline it and just jumps out of pressure.
Well, all of a sudden, Proxy, it is a game 3 situation between all of our players here. Don't forget, Boku was able to beat this duo 2-0, and all of a sudden found herself on the back foot, but things are not set in stone just yet. Pulling back in, defending against the Blitz. Still able to keep them off. We handshake tag, catch him right there. And we're going to burn the other handshake tag, so it's a pretty free break once Illaoi commits to the air sequence. Nah, y'all are air tech and throws like that? Nah.
Dude, but again, utilizing the amazing anti-air as well as the punish on the attempt at the break. Take your damage where you can, but misses out on the restand. And actually, the tag there was definitely correct, but very, very late on the timing on that tag. Let's Yasuo swing away.
Oh, the pop-up as well. It's a big happy birthday. The Blitzcrank assist, able to actually reach. So many Illaoi players love to jump up into the air and try to swing with that massive hitbox under JS2. But that Blitzcrank assist, using the back version to snipe him out of the air. We saw that to great effect in the very first game as well. And, I mean, ThePerfectName has the perfect reads on these jump habits.
Reposition, definitely good. Stay with the tentacles camp. Don't fight Illaoi in her ultimate. You know the rules.
Oh, we tried to keep it safe with the Illaoi assist, but we find the perfect challenge, able to take BokuhoKiske down to a potential final round here.
Off the round start, yeah, just dashing backwards. Blitzcrank assist is very good if you're going to try and go for those big gambits, but a lot of those gambits have like one or two little holes that you're able to sneak through. And unfortunately there for Yasuo, it's a pretty easy one with just the backdash. Usually with the S1 from Vi, you have something even farther horizontal.
Get the snipe right here, full combo and extension. Should be able to get the kill. No, just a pixel of life left, and instead of chasing him down, trying to maybe go for a chip kill, maybe worried about that Vi counter. We disengage, catch the Blitzcrank though. How do you want to extend this combo? The break comes through right before the Illaoi assist is able to get into full effect.
Air throw again, misses out on the timing. Still okay, is on the same side. We're able to get the pull down. Oh no.
Bring him down. There goes down ThePerfectName's Blitzcrank, leaving the teammate ThickHug with the Vi in this 1v2 situation, but I feel like it's going to be a final round here. We get caught out by the Vi reversal super, just a little bit of damage. Looking for the next hit. Quit mugging my Yasuo. Oh, you probably could have finished it earlier with a fast cancel, but the charge tentacle does catch Vi on the approach. Final game, final round to open up our stream.
Yeah, stuffs it out on the attempt to try and get there. Quick little cross up. S1 assist, a tale as old as time when it comes to 2x KO in the early stages. But unfortunately there, rare instance of the 2H actually losing out. Presses it a touch too late. Vi's able to fall down with the light, make a crater, and stand up for the reset here.
Try to send that full down S2. Pulling the Blitzcrank back. Excellent defense, blocking the overhead. Swinging with that fist to deal with the tentacle, keep the Vi on lockdown. Or the Illaoi, excuse me. Nice confirms. Bring him down. We have the tentacle to extend back to the tag launcher. How do you want to end this Okazemi? We're just going to drop a level 1 right here. We have a tentacle in place. So it's command throw. But the get up attack deals with the tentacle. The super deals with Illaoi. As Vi staying alive. No confirm just yet, Proxy.
Dude, Vi is so untrustworthy. Wakes up, jumps out, and goes for the super. Everything going their way is now on the charge up. He's going to be able to apply even more pressure, but Blitz just holding forward the way you're supposed to.
All right. Well, we catch the roll forward. Boku not blocking the right way. She just might lose the Illaoi here. If the confirm is optimal enough, we're going to be able to get a bigger extension here, potentially? Nope, not yet.
Okay, yep, I definitely respect that. I think that's absolutely the correct choice, but sees the jump forward, is able to answer it immediately. Still has a bit of a lead on this one, and now can kind of reposition. As you can see there, the tag was perfect.
Man, we're just within range of the level 3 grab. Excellent awareness, given the perfect name. Dropping it on the Yasuo. Are we living, though? No, the Yasuo just went down. It's down to a low health Illaoi. Fury on deck, though.
Woo! Okay, little ships in the night there as we go for the clash. Game is starting to add up, and unfortunately, it finally finishes 2-1. The full send on the overhead is able to stop it out, and you hate to see it. A clicking contribution, and 100% of the money that does go into the match arena is split amongst players that are in the upper echelon of the bracket here. So definitely some more information on that. You can actually look on the Matcherino page. It'll have a good breakdown of how the prize pools will go and things like that. So pretty transparent. But again, just a reminder, 100% of that does go straight back into the players' pockets. TNS sees zero money from the Matcherino.
Right. Here we go. We got our next match already. Hey, it's me, Dunk, the commentator from the good old UK. Good to see a fellow Dragon Ball FighterZ player pulling up for some 2xKO tag fighting right now, up against Huhz from the US of A. We got our first Caitlyn on the stream as well tonight with Dunk rocking that. I mean, that is such a British character. Like, she is so coded with that. It makes sense. It makes sense.
It's the T, dude. I don't know. But dude, I'm such a Caitlyn believer, so I'm glad to see more people, you know, invested with the character and trying to do well. It's obviously she is absolute suffering as a solo character, but you know, it's 2xKO. Just play well, and you won't have to play her in solo, right? Smile. That's
Ooh, command throw comes through, and I like the handshake tag, but Dunk able to call out the attempt at the OTG with Warwick. We're trying to use like the trap to create some setups, but I love the fact that Huhz is just not sitting there, not letting it happen. However, you get caught out by the Time Winder frozen in place. That's a dead Warwick. The dog is down. Now, let's see if a more aquatic-based critter is going to be able to do anything to Dunk.
This is close. Looking for the anti-air. Great usage of the back assist, but unfortunately doesn't get very much of a combo here. Even after the overhead, still didn't have much. Huhz, unfortunately, pressing out at a weird timing there is going to get caught with a counter hit, and Caitlyn should finish the job.
Full confirm, limit strikes enough. No meter needed on Dunk's side. Not that it's too big of a deal. After all, the super gauge at the bottom does not carry over between rounds. It resets to 1 for both characters on each team. But Dunk up the round right now. Pretty good spot for the break, and starts off with a happy birthday, immediately confirming the Time Winder super. Excellent confirm.
Yeah, both characters stuck in the mix here. We're going to close some distance. Love the routing here. We're going to get that second wall bounce, and now after the break, it's just going to jump away, declines the spot. Super smart.
Disengaging, just keeping the traps re-engaged, always down to reapply them at any given moment in case we think that the previous placement is a bit outdated. We win with that Caitlyn 5M side swap. Oh, Dunk, you got the sauce with her. Knock him into the next trap.
Okay, I love the routing too. Everything working out perfectly as it's not quite enough as we wake up with the parry. Does manage to get away though, and even after the push block, can't quite find the hit on the Illaoi.
5M catches actually, so Dunk again getting another combo. Unfortunately drops it. Sends in the Ekko. Let's try and just applying more pressure from full screen, doing a little bit of chip damage. Nah, that's some tag fighting reactions. That's Dunk for you.
I was gonna say, anybody who's got their, you know, they're worth their weight when it comes to these versus games, definitely gonna be ready for the air throws. Jumping in versus games can get you in big trouble, and so can these bad timings on the parry. Is now you're gonna have to deal with the Piltover Enforcer for the one time, but is able to crouch. Unfortunately, stops crouching. Gets caught by the roll forward there, the legs exposed. I will say, I think everyone gets hit by that the first time because I think a lot of people forget she can do it. I consistently, I play a little bit of Caitlyn. I forget she has a low out of the roll when I'm against her.
Just one of those things to keep you locked down in place as well. Excellent for punishing those attempts to walk back. After all, you know, some people, they want to wiggle in some way on defense, whether it's like trying to fuzzy jump, whether it's trying to walk back to create space, maybe it's like a retreating guard, right? So just having like those different block strings to call out different defensive behaviors, really key and important. Dunk does get the confirm off the trap. Huhz holding on to that break for now. Finally spends at the top of the combo once we're sure that there's no way Dunk can bait it. But there it is again, Proxy, into the trap. He's so clean with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, plenty of preparation in the moment there as we go for the tag. Luckily, the spawning of the tentacle actually saves the day for us. Rewinds at a perfect timing and once again keeps it safe. It is a massacre here. Illaoi finds that initial interaction, but now stuck in the sandwich.
All right, I like this handshake tagging back to the Ekko, but we catch them both again as Huhz was trying to walk out with the Illaoi. Warwick is in the back pocket. Dunk gonna be trying to find the confirm to kill Warwick. And we're gonna get him here with the super, right? Illaoi just one more mix-up from death. We roll in, go for the throw, expecting Dunk to maybe try to punish it. Here comes the Aegis Reflector. And there it is. Yeah, pretty short work here from Dunk as Huhz down to a potential last round on winner's side.
Round start right away. It's the use of the bolo there. Stifles the jump back into the Caitlyn, trying to set up the traps here. Luckily, does manage to close the distance and a great confirm there. You see how late we were on the jump, was still ready to react and get it going, even on the UK connection. That's what's up.
Yeah, one of the cool things, right? Having their own internal servers that these games are hosted on does help a little bit when it comes to like cross-continental connections. Most of the time, these are like limited to like North American continent, but with 2xKO, it's actually stable enough that we can let some of the people across the Atlantic or even Pacific join in these brackets. Not perfect by any means, but you know, certainly a little bit better compared to some of the other competition. Nice pickup and even better break there. This should be a dead dog.
Yeah, quick shot, closes the distance, flips past, so in the mid screen, Illaoi one last chance. Oh, that chance might just be out of the way here. Manages to make some room for themselves. Potentially can call the Ekko out to set up for the mix here, as it looks like that is the choice.
Underneath, check the trap. Huhz has to navigate this perfectly. Oh, the next bullet comes through. Dunk not quite in the position to get the kill. Punish on the trap. And I like the expenditure break right there just to make sure we don't lose any of that momentum.
Trying to flick with the aim there too. Definitely love the idea, as on the connection should be able to take the shot. Is still in spin out, but it's not quite able to close the distance. And with a 2M to beat out the roll, we're gonna have to spend a bar, but we do have a advantageous position here. Huhz has a chance.
Yeah, not over yet. I mean, Illaoi is low-key the raid boss of League of Legends. You will see this come out time and time again in 2xKO, where a player like Bleed is going to be able to make these comebacks happen. The extension with the Warwick super assist, we jump down into this Titanic level 1. That's the comeback.
All right, delete the VOD. Riot can't see that 2H. If this thing gets nerfed, it's Huhz's fault. No. Delete the VOD. Hey, we can't let them. Illaoi players, we got to keep it safe, dude. That was crazy.
Keep it secret, keep it safe. That's wild. Here we go, though. Dunk right back to it, able to get the first hit. Trying to carry this combo just a little bit farther. Knockdown comes down. Nice tech on the throw.
The headbutt's gonna get the tag. Quick little shot. And just maintaining the zoning. Dude, this is annoying. I love how Dunk is playing this. And we're doing the double flicks too. Hold on.
Oh, snipe him. Yeah. When we run through, I like going for that projectile immune Warwick run as well, just to deal with the Caitlyn. We're able to get some pressure here. Go for the Illaoi assist, run up and throw him as well. As soon as the block stun expires, you got the tentacle down. Side swap again. This time, no interruption from Dunk as Break is on cooldown. Back to the Illaoi. Do we drop the tentacle super? Now, one tentacle is all I need, but we roll forward to evade the Seize command throw, and now you have to hold this. Let's go, Huhz.
But he cancel, gets the parry and tries to rewind out of trouble, but it just causes even more trouble. The counter hit into the extra extension. That's a little nerve-wracking to go for the extra extended stuff and not just spend the bar. But I mean, greed is good. It ends up working out perfectly.
Oh, we whip punish the sweep actually as Huhz able to connect with that 5L. Gonna carry this Caitlyn way across the screen. I wouldn't be surprised if we see like a super drop here from the Illaoi, especially once we push the combo this far. This does a grip of damage. Caitlyn could very well die.
When it is enough. Oh God. I was holding my breath. Maybe there was a chance, but instead it's 1-1, and the comeback is massive. Huhz looking so good at every single turn. The combo routing has looked so much better, and like you said, utilizing some of this anti-projectile stuff on the Warwick. Not only, even if it's not working out necessarily, the threat of it is opening up a lot of potential options for us as the medium merchant finds another person to sell to. What a connection.
And I like this. We're also fitting in like these charge down heavies with Illaoi to get this wall bounce to then bring in Warwick. Huhz does have to spend the break though as Dunk corners the team. I love the bait out right there. And we have the Illaoi with the full screen down S2 to follow up and confirm. We're gonna drop this Ekko down. Is the tentacle gonna give us an extension here? Oh my God, Proxy.
This is fully evil. I cannot believe it from Huhz. That's why we canceled the first down S2 so early, knowing that if we let it rock, it pushes you too far away from the actual tentacle. That is genius routing in the game sense. Off the charts from Huhz there in this round so far.
I think you cannot overstate the value that Illaoi gives your team with those tentacles. Just the amount of confirm she opens up for you. I mean, this is like freestyle fuse, and she's able to give you basically double down like combos with the same point character. But Dunk showcasing the power of Fury with the get up attack into the dash cancel. Not able to finish the combo, but the overhead connects, Proxy.
Yeah, full commit on the bolo there too. Was like, this is gonna hit or I lose the set. I'm down. Oh my God, the reversal. Level 3 not gonna go our way. Huhz into the 1v1, but does have a favorable matchup here. Warwick just needs a tiny bit of space, and now with this much room to roam, he should be good to fight.
Ooh, but the JM Proxy from Huhz able to reach and catch. You don't have 3 bars a meter. After all, you spent 2 earlier on this Warwick to get plenty of damage, but Bloodlust is going to be active right now. You have to deal with left-right mix. You might not even have the chance to worry about anything as we get the full extension here with this Bloodlust. Yeah, this Caitlyn is getting ripped to shreds into the next round.
I was gonna say, it's a long combo when you see the Blood Fairy on, but it's a simple one that is, you know, always going to be able to do enough. That's a round up as Huhz threatening to set up the set, be able to get the finish here. And right off the rip, goes for the cross up and finds the 2M.
We're able to bait. I love the jump out there from Dunk as well. We're trying to apply this pressure with Ekko. She's retreating back. Both sides are just trying to find that next hit. Dunk continually forcing the issue. And we're just earning a lot of chip damage. Very into the challenge, Huhz!
Dude, at every single turn, defense, offense, everything has been so impressive on the switch up here. Is now the anti-air into the pop-up for the 2-time. This is going to be able to get a pop-up here, so you can potentially get the reset. Jab, air throw, but no, it's not close enough.
Yeah, Dunk mashes and chooses to mash again. Huhz almost drops the confirm, able to finally secure with the Rekka follow-up, and Dunk has to do this 1v2 with Caitlyn against a full Bloodlust Warwick, and we ignore the trap on the ground thanks to that Bloodlust special. Rip right through this life bar yet again. Huhz, with the optimal routing, I think could actually get the kill here.
Yeah, definitely looking good as we're gonna go through 1 time. Super is able to connect. It's against the wall and the tentacles are there, and there's the pickup, and that's that air throw I was talking about.
Oh, last second Fury keeps Dunk alive, trying to regenerate the Caitlyn. The overhead connects. Gonna be able to get a massive pickup here. Huhz spends the break to keep the Warwick alive. Jumps in, punishing the Sheriff of Piltover as Huhz with the 2v1 comeback. That's 1 super. That's a level 3 in like a trench coat. Her level 3 super is like a level 4 super, like in terms of damage. Like it is outrageous what she's able to get with those things. But we're already on to our next match. It's gonna be another duo actually, as we have the solo player Soulsong up against Zyngbett and Lumen. with the double down fuse, actually.
Dude, double down Darius Yasuo. This is a team that will absolutely obliterate you on really any interaction, but not going to see much of it here as we're going to get that clean opening touch as well as the limit strike.
All right, got you right here. Side swap as well from Soulsong, just playing absolutely clean right now, rocking like your Frosty Fausting's champion team, Illaoi and Ekko. We'll see if Soulsong is going to be able to demonstrate the potency of this duo as Lumen gets caught by the 5M. Soulsong, how do you want to build this combo?
Oh, loving the tag. I really appreciate that routing there as we get the extra bit of damage. And Chad actually giving us a tune in here. Zyngbett and Lumen actually, you know, a duo from Boston. That's always good to see people from the same city, you know, showing up offline or online, excuse me.
Block. Oh, we try to jump out, but the heavy stand slash going to be able to keep us contained. What a parry into the happy birthday. Able to get that long Kara as well. And I like this as well from Lumen, just keeping the combo short. Unfortunately, Soulsong with a reversal back throw creates a situation. We look for a get up option. No confirm though for Lumen, who's just holding on to this Fury. It's going to be, I mean, hard to justify investing that resource this late into the round. We're containing him. Good God, Lumen might actually do this, Proxy. Forcing the breakout from Soulsong. That's already a win in of itself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's getting a little easier to justify with every single touch. We have 3 meters, I would say, advantage now to the duo here. Lumen with a crazy carry right now, and it tries to wake up at the level 3, and it does chip. You have to remember, you gotta parry those. You can't just let it rock.
Oh my God, Lumen with a 1v2 robbery right there. And Zyngbett says, thanks for the carry. I swear I'm gonna do better this next round. Oh, but there's that S1. Like we mentioned, the down S1, that huge swinging tentacle coming through. Push block, too much block stun for that throw from Ekko to work. Soulsong gets caught out by Lumen's Yasuo. The throw comes through, punishing the roll. Stay same side with the low. Dashing, trying to apply some pressure. Yeah, I mean, how do you escape this as the duo, actually, as Soulsong, excuse me, gets caught and picked up? This should be a dead Ekko.
I was gonna say, I mean, that's the tough thing there for Soulsong. Soulsong had some very impressive blocking in that moment, but blocking that doesn't turn back into offense is unfortunately just for the fans. As you can see here, still stuck in the corner. That's a limit strike from Darius.
Nice parry, though. We had just enough of a gap to nullify that pressure, but still Soulsong with this Illaoi back in the corner, baiting out the parry. After all, that's a core mind game against Darius and his pressure. I just level 3 right here. Yeah, close this out. And that's a quick 1-0 victory so far for Zyngbett and Lumen in this top 48 qualifier.
I haven't really gotten to see the double down play into effect yet, but so far it hasn't really mattered. I mean, when all of our significant hits, it feels like, have either just been like awkward touches that have just ended very early, or it's just been Lumen. it's just like strapping the backpack up and going crazy.
Right, you know, nerf smurfs we said about Yasuo. That's kind of crazy. And funnily enough, too, Soulsong has played Lumen before, actually. This happened at TNS last year in October, but Lumen had a different teammate. It was actually forbidden in that matchup where Soulsong was able to win 2 versus 1. So Lumen said, I'm going to find a new duo. I'm going to move on, and Zyngbett seems to be the one for today's bracket anyway. What a block on the overhead. Trying to find some things. Bunch of moves not quite reaching each other. We're keeping everybody on lockdown. Nice. Finding the reversal with the armor for a short bit of damage to both of Soulsong's characters.
I mean, just trying to apply that abuse while we have the bleed on. Quick little dash up with the Rekka and was looking for the hop. And I feel like Zyngbett did the right thing there to down heavy. I thought for sure that was going to connect.
That whole sequence, right? Soulsong win for that jump hop, you know, running up, trying to bait a throw tech, right? And then punishing it with the cross up. But despite doing the right thing, it didn't work out for Zyngbett. But once again, Lumen is here with this Yasuo. Someone fed him in mid lane. He's got like a sub 10-minute critical edge or something on this character, as Soulsong now has to deal with him.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, one little whip into the 2H. No bird watching here. And now has 3 meters, limit strike applied. Here's the lob, and that is so that's not an option select anymore. It's a little bit more of a reaction, but it's still very possible to chase those down. So it doesn't feel like you're automatically throwing your turn away when you roll against this character anymore. You are at least reaction testing there.
Yeah. Aircav has got me. I said critical edge. I mixed up the crit stat with infinity edge, the item in League of Legends.
I called it close enough. It was fine.
No, right? No, I got right. Everyone meant what I knew. I'm just using the wrong words right now. But Zyngbett hitting all the right buttons. Gonna bring Soulsong down, forcing the breakout.
Ooh, okay. Appreciate the timing on the break there. Dashes up and does find the clean connection. The footsies there. Extra extensions should be the end of Ekko from this. Especially with the double down, the purple stuff, you gotta have enough. Yeah, it doesn't even need it.
All right, Soulsong down to the solo. Illaoi, Lumen, keeping things jailed with this Yasuo. Multiple lows into the overhead, but no confirm really available. However, there's a confirm here and absolutely ready. Limit strike. I mean, next touch kills easily as long as we can find it. Another great parry. Soulsong been so consistent with those. Baits the DP out. Excellent jump in.
The late crossover, I like that. Darius unfortunately goes down. They'll step over from Illaoi. It's beautiful. 1v1 now. Plenty of meter on Illaoi's side. Still gonna need 2 touches though.
Another jump to bait out. Yo, same side. It looked like Lumen thought a cross-up was coming.
Not enough, but this is still really good damage here. Looking very, very strong. Wait.
Oh, I love that extension, but the Fury comes through, denying Soulsong's Illaoi level 3. This is a huge swing. Soulsong, who's been so good with the parries, doesn't have the option anymore. And once again, Lumen coming through clutch with the Yasuo.
Yeah, I really, really like popping the Fury there. Keep yourself in it. Now you have plenty of time to be able to build it up once again. That's a full screen pressure. Darius is going to beat you to the spot. That's one of the things that's tough to do against this character, is just ripping a dash forward as a parry on the other side. Not going to go their way.
Oh, the throw's not going to go Lumen's way. However, giving Soulsong another opportunity to press with this Illaoi. 2H anti-air. Excellent retreating guard to make sure we're not caught by that assist. And Lumen somehow resets to neutral. Great block on the cross up, but oh, we finally get caught out. I wonder if Soulsong hit parry, despite the fact that, you know, they ran out of that meter, so they couldn't do the option. The low connects. This is a dead Illaoi proxy.
That's definitely seeming to be a little unfortunate. Now Ekko has to do the heavy lifting one more time. The duo looking to seal the set, and right off the rip, no fear in the slightest. Full send on the damage is going to immediately commit to the ultimate, which I think being on a duo and having this much of a lead is absolutely correct.
Oh, what situation was that? I mean, you were jumping behind Darius, then you landed in front of him. I mean, absolutely cursed. But the duo of Lumen and Zyngbett are able to take down Soulsong, placing his use cases, of course, but it's hard to compete when, you know, you're basically doubling how many Roman cancels you get per 50 bar attention you get when you play freestyle, right? Like, that's the Gilding Your Strive analogy, I'd call it. But we're into the next game.
And like we said, getting started here with Capital B is we're going to find the jab into the throw right away. We've been repping that back shield very, very often here from Jolly. And unfortunately now, it's going to be Caitlyn here in the corner. But luckily, it's not nearly as unfortunate as I thought. Doubles up with a trap, utilizes the bolo, and is able to tech the throw. And now, all of a sudden, it's heavy pressure for Jolly against the wall.
Yo, JustCapitalB feeling those Ekko nerfs right to that helm splitter with that reduced hitbox towards like Ekko's feet. I mean, old patch, that would have clocked Jolly's head, but JustCapitalB whiffed it there earlier and is still losing the situation. The headshot goes through the Vi, takes down the Ekko. Jolly trying to punch right through. Vi says, "You can't keep me off you, girl."
Oh no, but there is able to find the launcher and extends it just a bit longer. I thought we were just far enough away for the bionic arm to not connect, but unfortunately the fully charged Vault Breaker is able to find the mark.
All right, things are getting a little crazy here as both sides are spending their handshake tags. JustCapitalB gets some pressure here, sends in the Vi, charges up, the retreating guard gets blown up, but we were a little too far away to confirm afterwards. And Capital B, ooh, this is scary. You had the Braum assist, but we're somehow able to find a throw. Drops the extension, maybe a new mix-up opportunity here. It works as the low connects, and Capital B just needs to finish this series of electrics into the super to put Jolly into the 1v2.
Yeah, I don't think that was an intentional reset there, but really good presence of mind, because that's one of the most important things, not only just in fighting games, but is specifically in versus games. You're gonna drop combos sometimes. Being ready to pick those up and turn them into opportunities is one of the most important skills you can have. So huge for Capital B there. All of this snowballs completely off of that one interaction.
Good defense though from Jolly with the push block. Investing the Fury at this point. I thought Jolly would have been content to have held on to that resource, but it seems Jolly believes in this Braum. Capital B though says, "What are you doing?" Thanks for the resource advantage in this final round. Full break for JustCapitalB. Thanks to the limit strike enders we were able to get throughout that sequence. Jolly completely breakless now.
I will say, that was a very ambitious break. Low key, Braum, it's always winnable if Braum's alive.
Yeah, it's always winnable.
I don't want to say it's always winnable if Braum's alive. So, you know, just keep that in your, factor that into your math when it comes to weighing furies against this character.
All right. Catch him with the ankle breaking 2M. After all, it's like a left-right mix-up of does Ekko rewind or not. Yo, that's sick, actually, getting that little extra bit of damage. JustCapitalB showcasing some of this awesome Ekko Vi synergy. Bring him right on down. Limit strike finisher. Yep, it's an air reset. Oh no, parry. That handshake tag would have been the perfect parry option to deal with it, but now Caitlyn's down. Braum is put in the blender yet again. Jolly, just a little more time on that break. Oh, he's still in the corner with thanks to that charged jump heavy from Ekko. We drop. Jolly has a chance.
With light and then medium and then heavy in a row, was just dialing it up, but unfortunately wasn't close enough. And I agree on that handshake tag. I know it kind of feels like a little sloppy sometimes to go for the. Ooh, nice try. You know, you had to take a risk.
You had to do something.
But
yeah,
I know it feels a little like slop to just like tag and just parry really often in those spots, but it's something you kind of have to represent, and it is an extremely strong option, especially if you're picking the yellow fuse. If you have that freestyle, that's something you gotta commit to sometimes. Tag into 2H, tag into parry, tag into a very aggressive choice usually will work out when your opponent's trying to maul you.
Especially when you see that they already committed to an option, right? That's the advantage that you get with that handshake tag freeze, and the fact that, again, freestyle gives you multiple accesses to that. Once you call the assist, is just incredibly strong. I mean, I think it was like Sonic Fox speaking of Wawa in Evo France saying, yo, Wawa knows the future, and kind of hit the nail on the head, actually, as so many players now have shifted to the freestyle fuse because of that utility.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I mean, I think if you are willing to get the muscle memory of tag something tag, or like 2H tag 2H, and then get back into your other character type of beat, I think it is just like the easiest fuse to play. It also has an incredibly high ceiling, but I really do think it is so strong within the system mechanics if you're willing to play that type of style.
Yo, Mick Gurganators, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to the stream as JustCapitalB is able to take down Jolly's Braum, going up to a potential final round here to get into this top 48 on the winner's side. The Caitlyn trap, though, able to stop JustCapitalB for a moment. And now we're trying to find the next hit. Neutral. Oh, he punished the landing lag on Caitlyn right there. Capital B is a capital bus ass right now as we got the electrics on deck.
Start this one. Forces the stand, rolls back, and on the rewind actually gets caught, but a good timing on the break, as well as an amazing timing on the tag. That's kind of what we were just kind of alluding to. Tagging to jab, it's one of those important, super powerful things that Vi's able to represent because of the freestyle. You can do it with other fuses, but with freestyle specifically, being able to have the option to maybe bring back in Ekko, it's just too good.
Yeah, indeed. Jolly not going to be able to get the full combo extension. Side swap to put the Ekko back into the corner. Tag launch with the Braum. Can you get a combo route that gives you the unbreakable setup? Yes, once you drop this super, Braum is online and he's in charge right now. Can you escape this corner? No, you can't!
My God, it's just a bit too strong. It's now looking for the neutral jump. It finds the jab. Could be it. Probably not going to spend the fury here. Going to hold on to it. You've been looking good. I feel like if you're in a position where it's been very close, you might want to take the risk here. But Capital B, for the most part, has been in control. So I think you're okay with losing the round as much as it sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, kind of playing that long-term game as it is. Plus, you are up a game as well, so the pressure to win isn't on you just yet, so you might as well just say, it's okay. I don't need to win this round right here, right now. I got another attempt right here to close this set out, and that's why we see the break come through now for Capital B.
Double heavies, though. Love the shockwave choice. Gonna take us all the way to the corner. Poro throw in just tags. Okay. 2M? Yeah, hell yeah. I like that.
Oh, and the chip kill right there. You had to parry the bullet to keep the Vi alive. And now JustCapitalB solo Ekko here against a full health team. And unlike Vi, Ekko doesn't really have a easy of time getting through that Aegis shield. But yo, the throw to interrupt the overhead. You're fouled for that, Capital B. You're absolutely fouled. Unbreakable, though.
Oh, quick shot and charges it up. Capital B just gets caught holding forward, or maybe, you know, just was like, they won't shoot again. Oh, too much of an overcommitment. Whatever there was on their mind, unfortunately, it was not correct. That's going to be 1-1, and Jolly is back in the mix fully.
I don't know how this, yeah, we're going to a final game here between these two. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with Jolly sort of stabilizing and starting to make this comeback here. Unfortunately, spends a meter on Braum, and now you're opened up by the overhead, confirming with that charge vault breaker in the back. But look at this perfectly timed break, actually able to punish CapitalB as soon as the Caitlyn lands off of that handshake tag. Drop the combo, or maybe it's a reset, I'm not sure, but we are taking advantage of this neutral, setting in the poros, the traps, the bullets.
Yeah,
we're in bullet hell now.
Dude, and the timing on being able to get past there, and tries to go a little bit more advanced in the combo routing. It does not work out, but with all these charges and all these pump fakes, finally Jolly bites on something, and unfortunately it gets thrown into the first row. That's gonna be an easy kill on the Caitlyn.
Bring him down to the ground. Full break for JustCapitalB. In a pretty good spot here, but just like that, as you said earlier, as long as Braum's alive, there is a chance. Taking CapitalB to the corner. I think Jolly's just trying to buy as much time as possible to regenerate plenty of that break gauge and maybe force the break out from CapitalB. And it's working out amazingly well for Jolly. This is advantage now.
Oh, see, this is just, it is never not in Braum's favor. Tried to go for the mash there, even with the premier mash character in Vi, but there, the throw changes things a lot. The unbreakable off is going to make things, well, was supposed to make things easier. Jolly's going to get the kill here.
Oh my gosh, the 1v2 comeback, no fury needed. Drop the super as well. And just like that, CapitalB on the verge of getting reverse swept in this first to 2. Can Jolly bring it home, or does CapitalB have a little left?
Jolly keeping that resource and still getting the win is so massive now. The push block potential for the tag is it's just going to be the poro throw, and the tag actually cancels the gunshot, so that's a wasted meter on the side of CapitalB.
Oh, but the Vibe Vault Breaker catches from full screen. The handshake tag gives us a confirm, forcing the breakout. And big happy birthday opportunity, but no electrics on deck. We chase the air throw, but Jolly absolutely ready for it. Amazing defense. Right. Knockdown, limit strike ender. Have to respect that unbreakable. The trap comes through, denying any more pressure. The break comes out from CapitalB. Oh, what a parry, Proxy! That was so sick. And now Jolly gets the tag launcher, brings the Braum back in.
Back through one more time. 1, 2, and 3 for the unbreakable applied. Ekko gonna have to go for a big guess, and it's the throw in the corner. 5H, not enough. Standing jab, that'll do it. All up to the Vi once again.
Down. Push block though, but we got armor. You don't have enough hits with this Vi to shred through the unbreakable. Oh, this is so scary for CapitalB. Like, you get put into any sort of situation and it's like so over, but able to react to that super and punish it. So bar for bar, but Jolly finds the hit, gets the confirm, and Jolly will advance into winner's side of top 48.
Check it out if you're gonna go to Vegas.
You absolutely have to. Now we're getting into our top 48, but y'all, we got like a extra spicy match right here. This is not winner's side, this is loser side of top 48. So one of these Canadian representatives is going home right here, right now. Iceberg versus freezesy coming off through two very strong players as we get Ahri and Braum up against Warwick, Caitlyn.
Ooh, coming off the wall, the perfect timing there, but unfortunately, the overhead finds the mark. No unbreakable, so no way to really convert it as Ahri makes some space for herself, but gets wall bounced into the tag launcher.
Oh, this is a little bit of a weird hit, missing some of that super, so you didn't get as much blood fury as you could, but able to defend, create some retreating guards, just to get out the little extra meter.
Yep, doubled up on the shot. Knew we were going to try and go for the air throw. It's a good tech. Defensive choices so far working out as Iceberg is looking to close the distance a little bit at a time. We slowly were walking them to the corner, but now freezesy not too worried about it. It's going to force the break and have a massive advantage now.
And shout out to chat as well. Aquarius reminding me that it's pronounced Freezy.
I like freezesy though. It's very funny.
Yeah, right? I mean, like, there's an SY in there. Why is it silent? Why is this like the P in pterodactyl? But, you know, who am I to judge?
Sometimes you got to let it rock.
True, true.
Listen, the amount of times that I've tanked Pro XY because 14-year-old me wanted to capitalize my name wrong, sometimes in a weird way, you know, sometimes you just gotta, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, right. You know, the amount of time people say mangaka, it's like, all right, you know, that's probably how like someone in the Deep South says that word. So I'm not gonna argue. I'm just a white boy taking a Japanese name. Like I can't coach you on that. Say it however you will.
2H, a bit too far. Okay, hold on. That was pretty sick. Ends up getting hit by the get up attack though. That should seal the deal.
All right. Slowing things down. I mean, this is nice for Iceberg. You're just buying a little more time to generate a little bit more of that break gauge for next round. Freezy trying to force a situation. And again, I mean, now Iceberg, you're going to be able to go into the next round with full break. I'd be able to take down this Warwick right here, right now. We are able to. Surprised no parries came through. There it is. Freezy does find the last hit, putting an end to the comeback. But again, Iceberg able to regenerate that break gauge, so both sides have equal resources at the start of this round.
Oi. Erto ends up working out, gets the restand, and I definitely appreciate that. It wasn't going to be too much more damage, but you just don't want to have to deal with the restand and the mix-up.
All right, trying to apply the pressure here. Nice parry against the Caitlyn bullet. Trying to deal with the traps, but alas, you overextend, gets sniped out by the Sheriff himself. Oh, yeah, and the mind game's right there, right? You're dashing, looking for the roll, you realize the tech's in place, so all of a sudden, get-up attack is on your mind, and that's where a delayed reversal throw on wake-up becomes effective, catching people who are blocking right next to you, trying to punish that get-up attack. And now Iceberg has control of the situation.
Dude, we were kind of a movement gamer there for a second, so it ends up working out, though. We're looking to take shots where we can. And actually is able to go straight through the Spirit Orb, completely ignores it as everybody's taking shots right now.
Yeah, it gets a little bit violent and scrambly as both sides just trading blows. Rocking with that Unbreakable. The Ahri has two in the back behind Braum. That's a diabolical bit of pressure. And now Freezy, solo Caitlyn back to the wall. Braum not unbreakable just yet. Has to respect the trap on the jump in. Ahri does get sniped, so Freezy actually gonna be able to apply some pressure. Doing quite a bit of damage to that backline Ahri. The level 3 catches the throw attempt.
You know,
Nice.
it's better than teching. I like that.
I love that, right? I deal with strike and with throw. And look at that damage, too. You just equalized the health, practically. Hey, yo! Braum's down, but at what cost?
Oh, it's smart to cut it super short. Stand medium, stand heavy, super. Spirit Rush. It's even on the resources. Going into a very decisive game one.
All right. Well, we catch the Warwick, but it's the Caitlyn that's the point character, so no full confirm just yet. Vying for a couple of hits here. Oh, nice. Again, using the handshake tag to see that the downward Spirit Rush was coming through, so it's just a pretty easy anti-air. Unfortunately, Freezy not able to really take advantage of that excellent play. Trapped up in this corner. Good tech on the throw. Trying to find a way through, and there it is. The pickup coming through. The break comes out from Iceberg, so Freezy with the resource advantage. Their break gauge.
Seeing this much Braum and seeing that level 3 reminded me and production were talking about it a little bit earlier on the ARAM in League right now for the April Fool's thing. The Poros have arms, and they try to mug you, dude. They're like, give me the treats. These things are evil.
Give me your lunch.
we should have got
money.
We should have got
lunch in your pocket.
We should have got buff ass Poros in this game too. That'd been kind of sick.
That would be sick. Yo, imagine the April Fool's line of skins coming through. I know like League has some of those. You could definitely fit a few of those over to 2xKO. I want buff Poros coming out from Braum.
I need definitely not Blitzcrank immediately.
Oh my god, that'd be hype.
Quick little throw though, and throws on the opposite side. Was trying to go for the tech more than likely, but ends up finding a scoop of their own as that charge S2, as well as the tag to be able to be saved.
Tag though, saving Iceberg's Braum because we switched over to the Ahri. So absolutely clutch handshake tag just to escape that crazy scramble situation. Trying to close the gap, keep this Caitlyn on lockdown. Jump in, just raw works for Iceberg. Okay.
Wow, actually got stood through the back assist there from Braum. Luckily though, it's not gonna matter, as even if you step on the trap, you know, standing behind Braum, you're about as safe as you could possibly be. That's gonna be a level 3, and the Poro Storm, the Poro Stampede, taking the round there, 1-0 in favor of Iceberg now.
Yeah, and I had to highlight something too there. Iceberg popping that break to save the Braum in the backline that was getting mugged. in that block string, actually, again, because you usually are looking for break baits when the opponent's point character is hit, right? And then you're able to do so by handshake tagging, jump canceling. But if the point character is blocking, I mean, it's a little more obtuse to find that read. And Iceberg just says, no, I want to keep both of my characters alive and stop this situation from spiraling out of control. I love that choice of break there from Iceberg in order to take that game one. And now, trying to keep this under lockdown, the high-low mix comes through. And it gets a little out of hand as freezesy, able to find the anti-air and the side swap with Caitlyn.
Chunks step trap, charges up, and after the headbutt, yeah, I was gonna say the hard to blockable ends up dealing with the first layer, can't get much, and finally we weather the storm and are able to play just a little bit.
The Braum comes through with that unbreakable freezesy, pops that break at the perfect moment, but you're airborne with Caitlyn. Are you able to evade it? No, you're not. You're not even able to find a punish on the Braum with that Warwick. Keeping the pressure going, nice push block. Had to deal with the situation. Okay, freezesy able to disengage, but Iceberg with full control here. Unless...
The fuck is good. Settles in with the dive kick afterwards. And we are just pressing on this Wrecker right now. Again and again, it finds the mark. Not quite enough blood for the transformation. And unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get the chance to even have another shot to get that blood up. That's going to be a kill. And another round in favor of Iceberg here.
Yeah, set point on the loser side. Iceberg potentially about to eliminate freezesy from this loser side of top 48, which would be very similar to their previous encounter, actually, last year at the Aegis Esports Zen Market event that took place in November. Iceberg was able to beat freezesy 2-1 there, and I don't think Caitlyn was out of that time, so different team compositions, at least for one of these players here at this event. And Iceberg with that unbreakable, just mauling through freezesy's team. The break, I mean, we have the handshake tag, we have to respect it. Luckily for freezesy, Caitlyn falls out before she's taken out.
The hair. Oh my god, a way to close the distance here, forces the break, and now calls that assist again. Braum doing a great job being the stop sign he was designed to be, and then with the tick command throw and unbreakable applied, it's gotta just be over, right? freezesy, there's no way you can possibly escape the corner against a comp like this, dude. It was a good effort, but with full break, the resources that we had, unbreakable still there, assists up. What's a poor Warwick to do, man?
The winner side of top 8. Good lord, there's going to be tons of awesome action right here as we get into our next set. Apology Boy, of course, on Big Bro's team, Bleed. I mean, I got to see what in-game name Apology Boy is running with. Yeah, Bleed Cloud9, still the same name. You can definitely tell who they look up to.
It's a reposition there as we found the launcher, but the spacing actually ridiculous there from Vega. Is now trying to reposition with the Chappy and does get the trade at least, but unfortunately buffering into the heavy is never something you want to do when Illaoi is able to have some room to roam. Those mediums are ridiculous.
All right, get the launch right here. Apology Boy gonna stay with that one tentacle Oki. Tries to run up and goes for the throw, forcing the breakout though since cacheVega had the right read. However, we have the confirm, and there should be a dead Warwick following this Illaoi super.
Definitely sealing the deal the way that you need to here. Jinx solo, another character that, you know, struggles a bit in the solo department. It's a very good teammate, but unfortunately in spots like this, usually we'll have trouble getting the better of players, but for now it's going to be a limit strike, so at least building the resources while we battle this very uphill situation.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just sort of applying more and more pressure, but the throw will come through, and Jinx, one of those characters that can pick up the confirm. However, cacheVega completely flopping the execution. Unfortunately, Apology Boy going to be able to get the kill here with the Illaoi level 3. That's unfortunate, but it's only round 1 of this set even, so you got time to sort of dial in and adjust and make sure that the confirms are correct and dialed in going forward.
Yeah, it was looking absurdly winnable, especially with that level 3 in pocket there. So Ekko is going to be a 2-touch if we are able to survive. As you can see, straight away, gets the jump over. 2H hits on the backside. We get the jump cancel, but luckily, Jinx still able to get some pressure afterwards.
Yeah, empty jump. Successful parries from Apology Boy. Not overcommitting on them, right? Getting away with 2 or 3 of those before we stop, just to get that extra bit of meter against those Jinx minigun block strings. cacheVega though with the limit strike. Warwick runs up, gets the throw, able to in the corner now pick up the confirm. The break comes through. cacheVega overextended with that super, with punishing the overhead with your own overhead, but alas, that's the wrong follow-up option, Proxy. No!
Yeah, plenty of time to be able to react in the moment like that, but still having the lead. Jab, love the tag here. Full send on the overhead, and Jinx is there waiting to be able to pick up the pieces. I don't think we build the level 3, so fireworks into setup is probably the correct call.
Even then, yeah, you had to do that one because one of the cool synergies with Jinx and Warwick, right, is that at the top of that fireworks super, you're able to use Warwick's S1 super to just get a follow-up even without double down, but cacheVega did not have that meter at the time with Warwick, so has to settle for this sort of sequence right here. Going for the chip out, but alas, you gave Apology Boy the gap, and he's about to show you what it means to gap with this Ekko potentially.
Okay, I mean, you do have Illaoi super assist here to be able to support yourself as we find our knockdown.
The jump just to bait out the get-up attack. Endless low pressure. Illaoi, nah. Illaoi's goated.
Oh, dude, and both characters get involved. Tentacle can only pick up one, so luckily able to escape, at least in that portion.
Overhead, confirming it as well. No! He can't keep getting away with this. The Fury, though, cacheVega has to spend it in order to stay alive. Are we able to snipe the jump? We are! You can't rewind away from this. I clear the screen. I clear your life. Final round between these two in game 1.
I was going to say, we've got him. We shoot him every single time. It's a decent save as the minigun is able to connect. Unfortunately, with Warwick caught and no charge on the electric, no way to really confirm that and didn't want to waste their meter. It's going to put us in a terrible position. Apology Boy with a hell of a jump over. It's going to lead us into more than likely the limit strike. Oh no, just the setup with Illaoi instead.
Yeah, all of this because cacheVega on the ground input throw. I'm not sure if that was like an attempt to jump throw to like anti-air Apology Boy and we just didn't get the jump input, or did we accidentally like fat finger that input? But either way, Jinx dies effectively because of that misinput. Tragedy strikes cacheVega. You now have to win this 1v2 with Warwick. Fury just a little out of means, but you should be able to see it before the round is over.
But now, I mean, you're in 1 million mix-ups here. Yeah, I was going to say the block string never going to end as we even had the opportunity for the rewind. Instead, threatens it on the ground, keeps the pressure up. Command throw more than likely on the way here soon, but instead it's a rewind after the corner steal.
Nope. Drop the confirm.
Chomper!
The trap actually catching as Apology Boy backs up into it, immediately breaks just to deny cacheVega any sort of momentum. And yeah, hard commits to the bait on the Fury after that 2H jump in. Finishes it up with the OTG, and Apology Boy goes up 1-0 on cacheVega in their first encounter in bracket, actually.
Dude, that was so smart. The double hard bait on the burst there, following up well. Unfortunately, that was almost a tragedy as we fall backwards into the chompers, but you know, we're more than aware, still able to save the day. Is now on the 1-0. Try to reposition and look for the 2H, but that Ekko hop, dude, I mean, it got nerfed, but that doesn't change the strength of the move in terms of just being able to just change your jump arc. That is such an invaluable thing in any 2D game.
Yeah, not to mention, too, changing the jump arc, delaying your fall time as well to potentially bait out some stubbier anti-airs. Tons of utility just by having that option. cacheVega gets the happy birthday. Apology Boy cuts it short thanks to tag, but yeah, able to see the mix-up very clearly and just keep blocking as cacheVega. Ooh, very lucky that the bullet was able to catch, but the handshake attack from Apology Boy results in a dead Jinx.
Smart save there, too. I like the, you know, potentially find the hit. If you can get 1 or 2 touches here, you can maybe cash out the Fury. Instead, is going to catch it right away, and with a double tag, we're going to take advantage here. Apology Boy will be able to burn down a ton of this Fury time.
Yeah, it's looking a little long for man right here. Apology Boy might be able to build up to the level 3 with the Illaoi at the end of this combo. Has it in case. And yeah, tag launcher, super easy to go into. This is a dead Warwick and a Fury lost to time as Apology Boy goes to set point.
Unfortunately, Warwick, no chance. We're passing the test from Nagakaburos there. You know, that's not a chance. Breaker, bro. Okay, left a clone. It's gonna be an OTG for sure.
Right, tag launch again. Apology Boy probably gonna settle for the 1 tentacle Oki. Nice, and yeah, look at that. I mean, seize. Y'all, this command throw is some busted stuff. What do you mean I jumped the throw when she can anti-air me? Like, I just lost for being right.
She needs it. If she planted a tentacle, then she earned it, right?
Yeah, a tentacle she gets on every knockdown.
Yeah, quick little Quick little attempt with the record, not going to work out there. We do get the tag, but unfortunately, Apology Boy with a bit of an overcommitment. Warwick, remember, this character definitely got nerfed, but the mediums are still pretty good.
All right, swinging through, catching the tentacle. The retreating guard from Apology Boy, creating the whip on his situation, and to the immediate level 3 to make sure cacheVega has no opportunity to spend the Fury. And Apology Boy can advance on to a top 8 winner side qualifying match in tonight's bracket.
Tate, don't give me that. I shill like this for Blitzcrank too. I'm allowed to shill for both my characters.
Correct, but right now we got Lord Waddle and Swarm pulling up. I believe Swarm, actually a Brazilian player, based on the profile that I got to see. So we're going to see, again, tons of representation all over the globe here in tonight's 2xKO bracket. And Lord Waddle pulling up with a 2x assist. And of course, when you got a champion like Braum, having that double unbreakable, super strong with this particular fuse. Let's see what happens here. Swarm with the Ekko Ahri is currently on the offensive.
And just a reminder to everybody watching, whether you're watching live on Twitch or YouTube, or you're watching back on the YouTube VOD, anyone can enter these TNS online brackets when it comes to 2xKO. There are certain games that we do allow international talent, so as long as you have a North American Riot account, you are more than Jesus Christ, nice bait by the way, but as long as you have a North American Riot account, you are more than welcome to join these brackets, so definitely check it out if you'd like to potentially compete.
Nice throw right there as well from Waddle, putting Swarm into the Okizeme. Forces the breakout as well, following that Tangled Timeline follow-up. Now we're trying to find this neutral here. I like the fact we handshake tag as soon as we saw that 2H whip. Like, no, I don't want this Ekko to be whip punished. Braum, take over for me.
Handle the light work. Working out here as we just get to the corner, so no meter required on the early extension. That's going to lead into Braum taking the hit, but taking the finish. Unbreakable to seal the deal as well.
Yeah, man, I mean, if there's a time to say GG's go next is when you spawn in the corner against an unbreakable Braum. It's like, help, get me out of here. But Swarm actually just giving tons of space, and Lord Waddle just content to back up and play full screen.
There, doesn't quite work out. Plenty of time for the 2H after the tag. That's what we were talking about. Even without Freestyle, tag 2H is the tale as old as time.
Hey, if you position yourself correctly, just one handshake tag can be all you need. Oh, catch, no confirm. Still no confirm. Swarm is able to get the falling normal and put Lord Waddle's Braum into this corner. Got 3 bars a meter, but Braum is a tanky character. I don't think you got the kill here. Yeah, that's why you see like the attempt to reset. Keep locked down with the assist. Empty low as well. Beautiful mix-up. Just needs to get one last hit. And now Swarm could potentially end this. But I think Lord Waddle about to build up that Fury, so it's going to have to come down to Lord Waddle deciding if you want to force the last situation here. The throw comes through. 10 seconds left on the clock. Another throw as well. That's diabolical, Swarm.
Oh, see, in that position, that dude, I feel like the worst thing you can do in that moment is roll forward there, because off the back door, especially into the corner, the first thing people expect is like, yo, I gotta get out of here. That is a pretty reactable throw that you gotta be more careful of, more cognizant of the situation.
All right, yeah, look at that unbreakable assist, just advancing one of the buffs that Braum received a few patches ago. Giving Lord Waddle tons of space to work with in neutral here. Swarm trying to create the situation. The roll through to make that Fire Blast assist just mix you up. Immediately going that super to make sure we get guaranteed damage before that very break comes out.
Okay, opportunity. Doesn't go for the retreating guard instead. It's going to hold strong, at least for now. Too far for the actual OTG, but doubles up on the cross-ups here. It's just bullying this Braum. He's just trying to ward, dude. Let him play.
Man, nothing worse than face checking a brush. Like, why didn't I just put the ward there? There's that air reset yet again, and the throws of Swarm more than content to keep going back to that mix-up option. And now Lord Waddle has to make this happen with the solo Ekko.
Oh, a hella delay. I thought maybe it was going to be the landing throw instead. Maybe Lord Waddle with a chance here.
Right, trying to find the next hit. The Promises gets checked. 2H completely whiffs. Cutting the combo early to try to get as much damage as possible. The Fury comes through to make sure that we don't get killed by that super follow-up. Yo, we're moving so fast, spending all of that Fury on dash cancels. Still got 1 charge left, and we spend it right here just to force a strike mix that doesn't quite connect, but it's the follow-up situation that catches Swarm's Ahri out. Still very risky, as I think you're going to be on the lookout for a level 3 wake-up, no?
Yeah, definitely something that has to be a part of your calculations. But one thing we weren't calculating for was neutral jump down Spirit Rush. It's absolutely jump scared in the moment. And Swarm is going to be able to put the first one down. Winner's side action here is, I believe, like I said, the winner of this is headed to go face off against Tate. So a tough match ahead for him.
Very tough indeed, as Swarm just playing like they're having the time of their life. No surprise here. Lord Waddle, though, gets caught out by that jump in from the Ekko. We're close enough to the corner just to go into those traditional Ekko routes. The break comes through before we see the end of it. Oh, we almost had some sort of nasty pickup, but I like the Time Winder, Oki. With punish after the retreating guard. Excellent use of defensive mechanics.
Oh my god, and just sheer villainy on the mix-up there. Had the hit twice and said, these aren't good enough, I want another one. Runs their pockets for the open-up. It's going to be the super Spirit Rush to not only take corner, but take the character. It's solo Braum, no unbreakable. This is not a great situation.
No, it's not. Things are looking pretty dire right now for Lord Waddle, but you still have at least one more round to play with. Plenty of time to build that Fury. Swarm, though, getting that cross up yet again. Had the after image on the ground to rewind to fully confirm this combo. Mid-strike, set up the fireball, get up attack. I like the aggressive option. You gotta make some sort of proactive play to get back into the game. No! And you parry, and it's just too slow. And he whiff punishes you. Oh, that's unfortunate. Lord Waddle now facing potential run into the loser side.
I was gonna say, always a tough feeling is now. That feeling seems to extend. Clean connection, and just like that, Braum in a bit of a tough spot here. It's gonna be fireball and lets the super rip, but luckily, you know, with the new change, even after the parry though, even after abusing that new change, still isn't able to get back to their feet.
Knockdown, limit strike yet again. We try to parry, but then it's immediate follow-up low, and that's the thing, right? You're able to parry those mid projectiles, but then you still have to follow up with a subsequent parry on a high or a low mix-up in order to then completely get out of those situations. One of the reasons why any sort of knockdown that uses that projectile is so potent and strong.
Oh, okay, yep. I mean, you were so scared of getting car crashed on there, right? Dashes up, Braum just appears, and they're like, okay, hold on. Trying to stick a couple steps back.
All right, bring him on down. Lord Waddle, able to build up. He's going to go for the new Time Winder stuff. Yo, I don't even see what side that Time Winder came out. Lord Waddle has the confirm. I don't think we have the full kill. I lied to you, as we had the super Braum assist to get a big burst of damage. And now Swarm stuck with his solo Ahri. Not quite yet to that Fury, so Waddle with the resource advantage, but you gotta be able to navigate this neutral and find your next big hit. The beautiful call on the unbreakable wall. Trying to get the mix-ups here, keeping ourselves safe with the cancel into the Time Winder super.
Having this Fury really gonna end up probably being the deciding factor here. Delayed, didn't go for the 2H, just had time on the dash to be able to find the jab.
No! We got the charge jump heavy, so that completely messed with the combo routing for Lord Waddle, so Swarm has another chance with his Ahri. He's trying to just push, going for stagger pressures. Right after all, we represented throw so many times earlier in the set, and Swarm has put that option away. Double overhead, still going for these strings. There it is. The overhead comes through. We reset. Now the throws come through. Proxy pop the Fury as well. Lord Waddle blocks their own, but it's Swarm that gets the hit.
Oh no, and off of that, we full send the charm. That is such a tough situation. Your opponent pops their Fury, puts you all in. You have to make a move back. And unfortunately, on the side of Lord Waddle, Ahri is one of the best characters of being able to just make you block something to be able to Fury dash cancel.
So I think that would be a fair way to do it, but also Yasuo player bias. In the meantime, we got Apology Boy up against Zane on the Ahri Ekko, actually. No team up for Zane tonight, as this is a top 8 qualifier match and the first time these two competitors have fought in bracket.
Ooh, a little bit too much of a delay there. That big gap allows Apology Boy to have a decent chunk of movement, but it's not going to matter too much as a quick double send of the down heavy in the air, able to quickly open things up, as well as the Time Winder saving the day here. Zane, we got a couple lucky breaks in a row.
And now we have our own break online as well after that limit strike. Oh, the 2H catching the handshake tag. That's so unlucky for Apology Boy. Not sure what we pressed there. We thought we might be able to interrupt it instead of going for that parry that we had time to buffer thanks to the freeze. And Zane cleanly takes out the Ekko, forces the Illaoi into 1v2, but it ain't over until the raid boss is dead. However, Zane working his way on killing her.
Yeah, with the amount of meter that we have built up here, it's just going to set up for the limit strike. Didn't quite have the level 3 is the hop over. There are some weird, tricky timing things you can do to control if that's cross up or not. And unfortunately, I don't even know which one that was. Side ends up getting the open up here. Apology Boy finding the overhead straight away. No perfect, no pressure. We're in this.
We are in this all right. Zane trying to find the next situation. The low comes through though, and it's a happy birthday here. Apology Boy able to run in, completely baits out that break thanks to the jump cancel. Amazing play there as Zane's Ekko is going to be taking a grip of damage. Apology Boy trying to seal the deal with the tentacle super. Runs up, takes the pressure. Overhead comes through. Zane now in a dire situation here.
Sometimes that's all you need. Don't have to do too much extra here. Ahri with enough life to be able to play with. Spirit Rush, not going to get much mileage out of it, but still is able to find the whiff punish there. Overextends, trying to hit the Ekko. Got to remember, it's not a super recent change these days, but in a more modern patch, when you hit that assist once, they do just disappear. So you can't just whiff normals on them, get hits, and be able to cancel out like you saw Apology Boy trying to go for there.
And there's that down S1 anti-air. We didn't quite have the confirm on deck, but we do get the follow-up in the scramble. Apology Boy able to take down Zane. Taking us to a final round here. Zane just barely about to build up that break. Should be able to see it after a single combo going either direction. Oh, we got some rewind shenanigans. Not able to connect after that jump down heavy, but Apology Boy gets the full fall with the Helm Breaker.
Dude, Helmbreaker is paying our rent right now. This is absolutely ridiculous here. There's a full send on the overhead. Chooses not to rip the super, though. I think for sure Apology Boy was expecting a break in the moment there, but Zane holds on to the resources, able to block it out, and looks for the tag for the punish.
Ooh, we are able to bait out the throw, but no punish on Zane's side. Still able to pick up, and because of the distance, Zane has to go for that super spirit rush, putting Apology Boy into the corner. We baited the get-up attack, but we weren't in position to punish it, as Zane not quite stringing a whole lot together here. Just getting these hits, but not pressing the correct follow-up.
We are getting unchecked by this overhead, dude. We are going for it so much, and it's hitting every single time.
No break coming out from Zane. I mean, that's a dead Ekko. That Illaoi level 1. Again, it's a level 3 in disguise, y'all. I swear to you, the damage is ridiculous. Zane's gonna throw out the Orb of Deception. Catches Apology Boy running. We didn't actually cancel our dash with the parry. So, unfortunately, though, Zane, for himself, not able to catch anything. Still paying rent. Jesus, that Helmbreaker.
Yeah, you know how that goes sometimes. Helmbreaker once again finds the mark. Quick open up and a quick stop. Zane gets caught out of position and gets blown up for 1 game on the board for Apology Boy, and now 1 away from a top 8 winner's side berth here. Like we said, this has been 9th place quite a bit for Apology Boy recently here, at least in the TNS brackets. I'd love to see us get that extra bit of progression.
All right, here comes the break from Zane. Sets up the fireball as well with Ahri, just trying to create situation, but it's back to full screen neutral. The Time Winder neutral coming through. Spirit Rush, not able to reach, but the handshake tech. Hey, no shot! The Time Winder head echoes back!
Oi, and just like that, once again, quick little disguise super, able to find the mark here. Apology Boy, after getting perfected round 1, has just never looked back. The momentum so squarely in their favor as they find the jump medium, the random 2H to be able to save it as well, too. I love everything about it here.
Keep the pressure through. The throw comes through as well. You had another tentacle off screen, but Apology Boy doing the professional thing, having that S1 super buffer, which would have comboed had there been no tentacle. And now Apology Boy 1 round away from getting into winner side top 8.
Uh-oh. Where it gets a little bit extra messy, though. Misses out on the timing there and was looking for the low. Opportunity now as we were looking for the throw. Ends up having to just reposition. But Zane with a very brave dash forward there.
The Time Winder able to catch the get up attack. Finally, we're able to get in there and punish it, but Apology Boy immediately back on the offensive here until Zane finds the hit as Apology Boy gets switched up on the sides. But can Zane find the kill? The tag launcher is going to have to be the routing where we're able to get it. Cancel that super spirit rush. It's just enough on the Ekko. Maybe even because of the life reduction Ekko suffered in the most recent patch.
Ooh. Trades. You never want to trade with the priestess, dude. Illaoi, not the type of player you want to mess around with. Here's that level 1 though, as we get the pickup, get the extensions, and the opportunity for the tag launcher. Instead, it's just a limit strike.
Okay, Zane finally finding some momentum for himself. Kind of getting back into that groove that he had in round 1 of the set. Tag launcher bringing the Ekko. I imagine this ends with a Time Winder extension. And it does, so Zane staying alive so far, but needs to win this next round to keep the set going for himself.
Both players willing to just give some space here, rips that level 1, but just hops over, and unfortunately, not getting the parry on that one, ends up in the sandwich situation. On that late tag, is able to find the cross up.
The jump defense, Time Winder, we jump, Helmbreaker trying to pay rent again. Time Winder is going to do a great job, but the back throw from Zane puts Apology Boy in the corner. No bait on that get-up attack. Full pickup and confirm as well. Zane, I think, was able to combo. That looked like tag launcher, but I think that was just 2H, and Zane just took a moment to go, oh, right, I need to jump cancel this to finish it. No.
And on the counter hit, able to just dash up and get the extension. It's so sick, dude.
Ooh, retreating guard with punishing the throw. Saw that situation correctly anyway. Apology Boy going to be able to get the knockdown on Zane. Take the 1 tentacle Oki. Seize comes through this time as well. We'll have to dead Ekko.
Yeah, absolutely. Only needs a bar for it too, so now still has a meter to be able to go for the parry. Still has assists up for the Ekko here. Zane in a bit of that trouble is gone. Fireballs, super spirit rush all the way to the East Coast corner.
Ooh. I mean, Apology Boy swung with the wrong normal, but there it is. Zane gets the air dash to bait out a throw tech from Apology Boy. Not going to be enough to get the kill, but it's a guess for game situation here for Apology Boy, as Zane going to be able to get the knockdown, trying to extend with the super and the super assist. Never mind what I said. Zane finds the routing to get the kill, and we're going to game number 3, Proxy.
Yeah, bouncing back exactly how you need to here. Was in a very tough spot again. Zane led off this set with a perfect. Apology Boy was able to just put the pedal to the metal here, finally restabilizing just a bit. As now a couple times the fireball not able to find the mark, but does luckily save their own Ekko in the process.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, indeed. Bring him down, Apology Boy. Strike, throw follow-up, no tentacles. Zane has to defend, able to block the overhead, finds the jab with the 2L. The break from Apology Boy keeps Zane's Ahri in the corner. Overhead comes through. We're going to convert into the super. Zane in the 1v2 now with Ekko.
Fury still available. Might want to pop it early here, depending on the situation. Unfortunately, gets frame trapped out there. That 2H into the late cancel spawns a tentacle. And puts in a bit of trouble here, especially with the parry whiffing. Oh no, a huge guess from Zane, immediately punished. As the tentacle slams come through to take the finish here, it is a round away again for Apology Boy now.
All right, Zane back to the wall here, winner's side on the line. Helmbreaker coming through, and yeah, the full down S2. I like the idea there from Zane to escape there, but oh no, we get caught. Luckily, Apology Boy does not quite reach. We go for a throw reset. Wait for the follow-ups here, and yeah, you had one more handshake tag. Another reason that Freestyle is so strong. Had one more handshake tag in the back pocket. The forward roll gets caught by the 2L low. Apology Boy just has to complete the combo, and Zane is in a dire situation.
Yeah, only a bar and a half. Not much to show for it here. Tries to tell him to take a break. Not going to work out. Had 2 opportunities, but they were very, very tough. And unfortunately, one of the hardest things in the game to be able to accomplish is retreating guard against Illaoi, with the sheer number of times and number of ways she can represent lows, especially late in block strings. One of the best Blitzcranks on the planet. Going to be showing off what I would say is probably, obviously probably not Yasuo's best partner, but I would say more than likely in the conversation for Blitzcrank's best partner here. These two activate each other pretty well. As you can see right away, the body splash finds the mark, is able to find the relaunch combo. He's going to get decent damage as well as that steam applied. But no, chooses not to steam, instead wants to save the meter.
Trying to sort of find our way through. Both sides with break online now. Tate just dealing with the pressure. Nice parry on that Time Winder. And there we go, able with that rocket fist to find the blow, but things get a little crazy as both sides try to play around that crazy break situation, but Tate finds the perfect time to dodge the Helm Breaker, punishing Ekko on the landing recovery, and now has the character lead in game number 1.
Can I just say, I cannot believe I used to play Blitzcrank without this version of Rocket Punch. Man, we're so blessed.
God, right?
S2, Rocket Punch again. Nice block on the empty low. It goes for a very aggressive dash up. It does manage to bait the throw, but unfortunately gets nothing for it. It goes for a very bad block string there, and only very bad because Yasuo, one of the premier characters at killing you for trying to go for that super.
There we go, Tate able to clean things up, showing that matchup awareness, right? I mean, pretty safe to press the S1 super with Yasuo. If that was a true block string, wouldn't have come out. You would just been blocking still, but because there was that gap, you had the projectile immunity to punish Swarm and get the side swap too to corner the Ahri. But Swarm starting off really strong here in this second round. Drop the orb to get the full combo here, ending with a limit strike potentially.
Yep. Double S2 down fireball, goes for the tag as the situation is absolutely dire. Good God.
Yo, I got hit. There was no blocking that. Tate gonna lose the Yasuo. It's a full health Blitzcrank cornered against Swarm's full health team. How do you navigate this? Jumping's gonna get pushed you down to the corner. And there's the confirm.
Oh my God, and once again, unfortunately, our robot is stuck in the blender here. Situation not looking too good as Tate probably just gonna hold the L on this one. A little unfortunate, but you know how it goes. At least unfortunate for Tate. Swarm, we're looking pretty happy with what we've got. That's gonna be another super, the Spirit Rush, in fact, with 3 meters spent.
Yeah, 3 meters spent with the freestyle fuse, by the way. That's one of the reasons why I feel like, you know, Double Down has sort of fallen off. As people have gotten better at the game, especially with their combo routing, they sort of found ways to use Double Down or Double Down like combos without actually needing that fuse. And Ekko, really good for that stuff because you're able to cancel out of your Time Winder super with a clone to rewind to it, and then, you know, you get new actions, right? So you're able to tag launch to another character, you're able to even handshake tag to another character to also extend your combos. And Swarm gonna extend here off that level 1 super yet again. Tag launcher as Tate, again, gonna be forced into a Blitzcrank 1v2, stuck in the corner.
I mean, this character definitely has an okay shot, but it's a very tough matchup where you're gonna have to make a massive read. As you can see there, was trying to double up on the jump heavies, but Stand Medium actually finds the mark, which is going to be a kill as well as steam. This situation still, I think, in favor of Swarm, but it's just gotten much more manageable for Tate.
Yeah, but the Blitzcrank normals, that jump down heavy, actually able to catch Swarm. Not gonna be enough to get the kill right here, but I mean, you're being put into a little strike throw situation. And we go for the reset. Oh, we committed way too soon as Swarm with the early push block. Tate not willing to bait that out. Want to go for the tick throw, but oh, Swarm says, you want to throw me? I'll throw you. See how you like it.
Chaser on the wake up though is going to block out on the Super Spirit Rush. Nice stand, able to save the day for themselves. Here's that super assist as we go for the jump over. Now just biding your time and building up that steam.
Oh, we get caught as well. The immediate super confirm from Swarm, denying Tate that fury that we were almost about to generate. Tate just trying to be aggressive at pressing something. Maybe thought that they were going to get to the level 3, was trying to press that option, then only getting a special move. I'm not sure without being able to see the inputs, which we still don't have an input reader or input viewer in replays, right, please? But hey, here we go. Tate gonna get the tag launcher. Drops it though with the Yasuo. Maybe working out as a happy little reset, but Swarm just takes us back to neutral with the push block.
I thought for sure that was going to be command throw on that armored situation. And there it is. That's the Tate, dude. That's his mix-up. It's just the first time he does it per set, it is a guaranteed hit. And now, not much else to say on this one here. Delay to get the 2H as the character dies. Solo Ekko gets restood and gets absolutely blended.
Oh man, yo, Tate said, that's okay, everybody gets one. And you're done, son. Not quite a perfect, just a little bit of damage onto that Yasuo. But Tate starting off strong here in game number 2. I mean, just every successful miss-up. And like you said, do feel like that Yasuo is Blitzcrank's best partner, even if the inverse isn't necessarily true. I kind of favor Teemo, I think, a little bit more for Yasuo these days, just with some of the nerfs that he got. But there's still tons of options for you to pick with Yasuo.
Missed out at just the worst possible time. Extremely plus. You see, even had time to take a step forward before the jab there, but in the end, Swarm still gets the better of it.
All right, bring him down. Gonna get the knockdown here. Set the time winder, and yeah, we just sort of reaction check him. Handshake tag to make sure the break doesn't actually apply to us. Deal with the time winder, thanks to that rocket punch. I like this. Tate just sort of waiting out these assist calls from Swarm. We connect with the air, we get the wall bats because of it. Yo, this Ahri's so dead, Proxy.
Yeah, not a chance here. Oh, actually, the charge heavies ends up setting up for the limit strike, and now off the throw, Swarm has a big chance here. It's going to be a ton of damage on the Blitzcrank.
Oh no, Tate just forgetting that he started that combo off with the rocket fist that hit an airborne Ahri. So that was like your first launcher, and going for that charge jump heavy triggered the limit strike finisher. So things get a little scrambly. And at the end result of it, it's Yasuo versus Ekko, the rush hour duo, broken up right here, forced to fight to get in the top 8. Only one can pass. What a jump!
Top of worked out well, still has Fury as we get the block, but doesn't get the jabbing time, still is able to reposition and find the throw, and with the Fury cancel, it should be enough. The most underutilized mechanic in the game, Fury to be able to get the OTG, but it's still actually not enough.
Not quite, but we do find the next hit on the follow-up.
Tate's a fucking demon, dude. Oh my god. Can I get my PG-13-1? Jesus Christ. Get up attack, dash cancel straight into S1. That is some evil play from Tate. That ends at 1-1.
All right. Let's crank tag nice and early. The walk back, though, we're not able to find a punish on that with command throw. So Tate getting away with a bit of murder. Rocket punch trying to go through Yasuo. Oh, we jump. We actually saw the cross-up coming through, but we didn't have the right defensive option. Create some space, set up the wind wall and the whirlwind afterwards. Dashing in with that forward S1, backed up by the Blitzcrank assist. We do get these full confirms. Tate has a lot of damage here. Might be able to get the kill on Ahri. In fact, yeah, tag launcher should do the trick. No, we chase an air tag. Tate, you're insane.
Yeah, I think tag launcher into S1 because that S1 for oh my god, I almost forgot his name. That's one from Blitzcrank does way more than you'd think. The drill on the way down, it does a ton, as well as the potential to get the pickup there. Not gonna matter too much as we're gonna be able to get some extra damage on the other character here. Tate still in full control as the reset. You cannot tech in the air when the robot's on the screen.
And yeah, that is like the unique flavor of Yasuo and Blitzcrank. The reset heavy mix-ups where you got a command throw involved. Diabolical, but Swarm defensive throw is going to just relieve the pressure a little bit. Tate trying to find the defense, swings, gets caught by that cross-up jump down heavy from Swarm. And now it's Blitzcrank with tons of life advantage against this Ahri, but still, anyone's game right here. The super assist catching Blitzcrank's extended hurt box.
Yeah, that's the Blitzcrank brain cell coming in, dude. Be careful about this level 3, though. Ahri's one of the hardest characters to be able to let it rip, even on reversals, as now the super assist anti-air. And Blitz just emotes on her. It's a round away for Tate.
All right, the trade around star. We run underneath. Somehow Ahri able to recover in time before we actually get caught. Oh, and then the side swaps as well. Just confusing. Not sure which way that we're supposed to block that. Even I'm lost in the dark. Fuzzy jumps from Tate, trying to just defend against the staggers. Swarm trying to keep the turn going until the assist cooldown is back. Catching Tate moving. This is opportunity for Swarm now. Limit strike finisher.
Oh my god, and the legs get exposed. That crouching medium looking good as Tate gonna save the break here. I appreciate this. Faith in the robot. The potential for the Fury here might just hold it. You know, you never know.
Yeah, I think it kind of depends on how these situations go here, right? If you're able to get a big lead and force a 1v1, I think you 100% see the Fury. But Swarm gets the overhead, extends it thanks to the after image. Full combo coming through. Tag launch and Ahri. Yep. You're going to be able to get a very easy limit strike finisher here, generating more meter as well as break.
Oh my god, I know it's nerve-wracking, but that was like the ultimate angle for the Blitzcrank 2H potentially. He might have reached high enough because Blitzcrank admittedly does not have the greatest 2H. He takes a very large step forward. It's mostly vertical, but in spots like that, that's where he specializes. If he gets under you and you do some weird stall stuff in the air, he is sending you to the moon.
Yep. Oh, look at that. We push block too soon, actually. It applied to the Blitzcrank assist, not to the Yasuo. Go for a break bait right there, but Swarm wary of it, doesn't fall for it. Get up attack, actually able to deal with the situation on wake up. Media cross up, Blitzcrank comes through to extend. And look at that, the patience from Swarm to break as soon as Tate's assist disappeared, so you didn't get baited. But the break and everything's just falling apart as Swarm creates the scramble. Oh, the punish again!
It's so smart. Has been tagging to get back to the ground so much faster there. It feels like your character almost teleports to the floor when you go for a tag in a spot like that, which unfortunately Swarm had the exact right read, but the wrong spacing is now you're caught in the mix one more time. Tate is gonna need one more touch, I do believe.
Cross out the block, and we believe so hard we immediately buff over to that level 3. This could be a big momentum swing here for Swarm, as Tate just thought they were a little too nasty. Swarm, though, the defense holding on strong, keeping them alive. Gab attack, though, is able to just beat the whole setup. The reversal throw from Swarm, though, again forces the 1v1.
Okay, just full jump. It says, I want out of this corner. Respect, respect. Doesn't need to go for very much holding the S1 to actually get the steam, but no, a large commitment there. Trying to go for the anti-air. That jump S1 potentially could have been big, but now you're in huge danger.
Yeah, and the supers are coming through. This denies the Fury, and Tate loses with Swarm. Surviving because you blocked a cross-up that Tate believed a little too much in.
The second I was like, why did they jump off? And I saw them both instantly lock, and I was like, you. I hate you guys.
Bleed has a right to say, bitch, you've never beaten me in bracket. Give me my color.
To be fair, this is one of the sickest Ekko colors, so I do respect it.
I do respect
it. That's my I'm in my pocket cosplay. If you know, you know. But good on the jump loop here. Bleed doing a good job here as we OTG set up for the meaty, and off of the tag is gonna be able to find the parry.
Yo, Bleed, you should like versus 7 Apology Boy for that color. You know, just do the Leffen versus Chill.
Oh my god.
Repeat history real quick.
Step away, went for the 2H, not gonna work out. Great timing on the jumps here, and is able to block the overhead as well, but there, base out the throw on the next interaction, just holds up.
All right, Apology Boy, able to get the confirm, has Bleed locked in this corner, 2 tentacles to play with as well. The throw was a bit of a dangerous option. We are pushed back to full screen. Jump going for a cross-up. But Apology Boy gets the next hit. Gonna put Bleed into the other corner now. Still holding on to that break, so good start for Apology Boy, but how long will it last?
Oh, looking like it might not be too long here. Even on the drop, the reset ends up working out perfectly here. Apology Boy is going to be the one to strike first blood as we have that Illaoi back in with 3 meters still to our name. Potential to kill if Bleed has one miscue, but with a 2H like that, no miscues to be had, it seems. Uh-oh. Instantly makes a miscue. Yep. My bad. My bad.
Oh, yo, Apology Boy with some Ekko sauce right here. Bleed just gonna hold on to that Fury. Not gonna try to overextend for some sort of hero play when it's completely unnecessary. As Apology Boy goes up the first round. Let's see what happens here.
I hate this game. Dude, Helmbreaker between the two? Come on.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
That's that energy.
That brain cell, that singular brain cell.
ISO, Limit Strike sets it up again.
Nice
and that's just a pure reaction. Unfortunately, a touch too far.
All right, oh, but Apology Boy losing the Ekko, still has the hit on the Bleed. Will break. They'll parry on the Illaoi low. We're able to run up, get the punish. So we'll have to see if Bleed will start doing like the not charge version of that down to S2 to bait out those parries, right? And make Apology Boy waste the meter. We'll see here. The tentacles are down. Running the offense right here. The assist just keeping this Illaoi jailed and mugging the assist tends to be a common occurrence once you use that push block. And now it's basically just extra credit for Apology Boy, who is on the way to win their second ever game over Bleed in bracket.
TNT reposition. Good call on the anti-air. Doubles on it one more time. No threat of the tag, obviously, in the 1v1. But the overcommitment to the S1, unfortunately, puts us straight into the timewinder here.
Nice block. We are able to jump out as well. The 2H comes through. Apology Boy pops that Fury. Bleed's not able to get the jail. You have to be very, very worried, though, about Chip. That's why you see Bleed use that Fury on block. Can't afford to block any more of Apology Boy's Illaoi. The Timewinder comes through, not able to get the pickup just yet. We tried to dash cancel, but Bleed with the Timewinder is going to be able to secure victory here. Both sides spending their Fury, and it's going to be a race to see who wins this first game.
Yeah, first hit's super important here. Being able to lead to Limit Strike is going to be crucial, but instead it's going to be Illaoi finding the initial touch. Going gonna send Bleed back in and goes for the chase down, finds the throw. It's perfect.
Oh, the overhead connects. Apology Boy gonna lose the Ekko. It's down to this Illaoi in the 1v2.
Space down as 2. Nice block.
Down. Yeah, Bleed in full control right now. But there's that get up attack. Again, a little more effective these days against Ekko. It's because, you know, you're not able to as freely get those Time Winder setups where you can see what your opponent's doing on Wake Up. Bleed, though, doesn't need that to see that Apology Boy is going down in this first game with an excellent comeback. Losing the first round and barely winning the second round, thanks to the scramble shenanigans.
Yeah, it's kind of like you were saying there. Still being able to cover a ton and still being able to really open things up, but not just being able to option select every single possible one of your options there, which is the most important thing here. I don't mind if a character has good mix, and I don't care if I get stuck in a Saw Trap, as long as there's the potential for me to be able to escape, and they can't cover everything with one input. Come on, man. Like, what a good change.
Yeah, no, really good stuff. And even then, too, you can kind of get access to like the old style of Okizeme depending on like how you get your knockdowns, right? But it tends to involve a resource, right? Generally, like your assist, and you don't always have access to that, especially at high level play, because more often than not, you're getting these hits because you used your assist. And now Bleed, able to bait out the break from Apology Boy. Gets the super down. What a mash!
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man. No fear.
Back down to earth. Opportunity now as we set up the clone. Goes for the chase down, but actually doesn't get too much off of it. Good repositions from Bleed. Apology Boy letting off the gas a little bit. Just trying to tap the brake on the turn, it seems there. So now the sandwich is set.
Good jumps right here. Bleed taking the turn. Has the jail coming through. A frame trap on that 5M. Catching Apology Boy pressing something. Maybe it was a button, maybe it was throw tech, but now 1v2 with Ekko. Bleed finds the jab. Should be a dead character here as Bleed goes up yet another round. Ends it with the super just to make sure we don't give Apology Boy any more break than necessary.
Ready. Let's go.
Bleed one away. Oh my god, and the Hellbreaker gets them both. Luckily nothing. Everything is going wrong here. Oh, dude, we just lost control on the curve, and now the tires are spinning, bro. Here it is. An activation here in the corner, as well as a tech chase.
Oh, yeah. And yo, we tried to parry Apology Boy, but it's Bleed running up and just dropping the S1 super, which was slow enough to actually punish the parry that Apology Boy went for, and was going to go and work on block 2 to get the chip kill. So Bleed on the verge of a perfect here, just might be sending Apology Boy down and saying, listen, if you're always gonna play like me, you're never gonna beat me.
The unfortunate way for it to go there. Apology Boy had some great momentum in the early stages, but couldn't quite keep it together.
Potentially, or, you know, double the, lariats to plant 2 tentacles on the ground with Illaoi, so we'll see if it's able to keep up with everybody else's freestyle, but this is FCHAMPRYAN. We already got 2 tentacles in place. That's why you play 2x with Illaoi. Gonna get the knockdown here on this happy birthday, and it's a break coming after you swarm to deny the Okizeme.
Yeah, just using all that just to be able to get back out of the corner. And back in the mid screen here, gonna be double rocket, which, as you can see, that's part of the reason why we go for that. If you go for any kind of funny stuff and delay yourself in the air a little bit too much, you can get caught out pretty easily. Obviously, Illaoi's anti-air capabilities are pretty good, but unfortunately, the parry's gonna go way wide. That was a hell of a bait from Swarm.
Yeah, creating enough space so that he can charge the S2 with Ekko, right? And people will see that coming through and says, listen, you're not going to put me in that mind game. I'm going to parry you and punish you. But if you're far enough away and quick enough with that rewind trigger, you could just completely cancel out the first strike, catch them, whipping that parry, and you get double the reward because you make him spend a bar a meter for nothing but losing HP. FCHAMPRYAN, though, gets the reset with the Illaoi. It's a medium starter as Rekhev comes through with a $5.50 contribution to that Matcherino. Keep that coming, y'all. I want to see a donation train as we get up to $25. FCHAMPRYAN. Up a character now.
Thanks a ton to everybody who has helped contribute to the Matcherino, whether you're claiming the codes or doing direct contributions, as well as everybody just hanging out for watching. Always good to see this many people still out here supporting for the 2x KO as we go for the tag. Still trying to smother things out. Ahri in a tough position. Unfortunately, though, they're already committed to the ground and projectiles there. Had no way to be able to get into the anti-air, so I feel like your best chance is just shoot a rocket and hope they mistime their stuff.
Okay, and FChamp choosing to break to keep the Jinx alive, right? Wants to be able to have access to that handshake tag. could have opted to let Jinx die and fight this Ahri with the solo Illaoi, with, you know, Fury on Fury violence, but sees that the team together is going to be more important than that. Double anti-air comes through, and Swarm going to go really hard for trying to get this win, but alas, oh no! We thought we jumped over the orb, but it caught Jinx's feet, and now FCHAMPRYAN 1v1ing this Fury Ahri, crossed up, but no confirm.
Yeah, missing that confirm might actually just be the deciding factor here, as now we're able to just dash away, full backdash mode, escapes completely, and with the Jinx super assist, is able to get back on offense a little bit.
Able to block that overhead, but now Swarm going for those throws, but FCHAMPRYAN, the timer, it's already running out. And yeah, we just throw out that level 3. It's pretty safe to do in case Swarm goes for another throw or anything like that. FCHAMPRYAN on the timeout, able to take round 1.
And that's how these rounds are gonna go, dude. That's how Ryan is willing to just play it extremely low and slow, will play it to the timer every time, and Swarm's team can't really over-aggress into this, so expect this is gonna be one of our longer sets of the night, even considering the 3 out of 5s later.
Exactly, and I want to highlight too that this is the first time that FChamp and Swarm have fought each other into XKO, or any bracket really, so. And that's kind of like been the case for Swarm tonight, right? Like not really having any sort of historical head-to-heads, but has been incredibly potent in a lot of these matchups so far. Has this Illaoi knockdown in the corner. FChamPRYAN gonna build that break, but not gonna be able to spend on the Illaoi as we go for a double super route that kills her. And okay, FChamp, you got this with Jinx? Are you built like that?
Ooh. Jinx definitely on the lower end when it comes to solo characters here, but more than capable. Unfortunately, when things like that are happening, no character is capable.
Yeah, this is looking like a round that you just say, all right, GG's next, but of course you're gonna put up a fight. Maybe there's an argument you just let Swarm, you know, kill you as fast as possible, make sure they don't build up any more break gauge, but that's why you see Swarm trying to route into the limit strike to get a little bit more, but even so, negligible difference here as we go to the final round of this winter semis. For game 1, that is.
Double assist there, able to utilize the rocket behind it. Chappie unfortunately takes a stray, but we are able to escape, as well as just barely not getting hit by the Time Winder.
Yeah, dash up and throw as soon as FChamp woke up. Try to go for some more pressure. The get up attack though, gonna put Swarm back to full screen. The raw jump in from FChamp gets the full bombo egg connection. And look at these routes, man. The rockets coming through, tag into Illaoi as well. And look, there it is, not able to get it confirmed though. Illaoi though is coming right on in, planting 2 tentacles with that 2x assist. Or just the 1 actually.
Almost just trying to full commit on the chip there. We're sending everything to try and get it done. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough as Ahri lives to fight another day, and Ekko continues to harass as the jab into the roll through ends up finding the mark.
Yeah, but the combo goes completely awry. Swarm was trying to make sure that FChamp could not break by bringing out that assist. You had the freestyle fuse to give you longer combos to deny break, but things just went awry. We lost Ahri. So this Illaoi still alive. Overhead comes through and connects. The full screen zap. Not gonna be enough to get the kill unless, no, the tentacle didn't actually proc. That could have been a second super. The super spirit rush comes through. We drop the combo, however. Intercepting the back assist. Push back to full screen. Zap hits the assist. Break immediately from FChamp, using it on block. The rocket ends it.
Sometimes that's all you need. Able to close it out in a little bit more of a timely fashion there as the first game does manage to go in FChamPRYAN's way.
Yep, and FChamp asking, is he from Brazil? I got 200 MS. It's like, yep, he is. That's just the nature of it. Oh, here we go, handshake tag. No confirm, despite the excellent play from Swarm.
Okay. Extra little sauce on it there as we get to the wall. Limit strike, down fireball, opportunity to tech. It's just a get up attack.
Right, zap spent. Not really finding the hit just yet. FChamp just sort of respecting Swarm's positioning right now. Not able to navigate the Time Winder. Hits the Ahri. Still bomboing her, but it's a little too crazy. It's a free anti-air. And now FChamp down the break. Jinx got quarter life now. Ooh, the rockets. Illaoi, goddess of happy birthdays, I swear.
Oh. Yeah, the fireball gets caught out trying to reach. Definitely an okay idea there, because if you get into the throw animation, you do manage to escape the potential terrors of the next mix-up. But unfortunately, the timing was just too nice for Swarm.
Wow, we try to go for that air S2 with the Illaoi, but Ahri actually able to show off her own double-sided button. Things get a little crazy. FChamp, though, still keeping the team alive, but barely. They're on heavy life support here. The Illaoi back assist comes through. We're not quite able to actually be in position to punish that get-up attack. FChamp being pushed back. We're able to get the punish on the throw using the 2x assist to seal the deal, but I mean, this is so scary. Both of your characters are a single touch from this Ekko. You just got to keep playing the range game.
Yeah, but I mean, if the range game ends up not working out, we have the nuclear option potentially here. That level 3. Oh, as we find quick little foot dive. Okay, as well as the throw. That should do it.
Yep, into the immediate level 3. Jinx getting that throw combo privilege. FChamp in the chat. You threw him. You went right into Twitch chat and said, "Please combo." Yeah, this man is so fast.
Respect. Dash up, finds a throw. Opportunity now for the extension here. Take your damage where you can and reset things. It's not really so much about getting the, a ton of life off of them. Getting that Chappy setup is a huge thing. It's something I talk about a bunch with Dostro, who is a Jinx player themselves. It's all about getting that first trap setup, because whenever you're able to establish whether it's a Chappy, a Chomper, anything in between, it sets up your tempo so well, it enables you to at least take one more game action there when we're thinking in card game terms.
I like that. All right. FChamp again just sort of trying to slow play this, as you would expect with Jinx on your squad. Unable to get that pickup just yet. Sends in a rocket. 2x assist, right? Able to use the lingering threat to control that space. Backing up. We snipe the Ahri, and because of that, our cancel comes through. The heavy will finish Ekko off. Swarm in the 1v2, finally meeting the strongest resistance he's come across. And there's FChamp picking off with that Jinx assist.
Ooh. Couple fireballs. Damage looking good. As spending the break and gets the swap out here. Full send on the jump forward for Jinx, and was caught trying to call the assist, which could have ended up in a very, very nice situation, but unfortunately there, Ekko was already covering our back.
With the full pickup into air reset attempt, but FChamp techs forward. And there it is, right? That forward assist from the Illaoi, catching Swarm in the air. And FChamp is finally going to stop Swarm's winner's side run and get himself into winner's final. The showdown with bleed incoming here. So, and it's just what people are comfortable with and what they've learned as it is. So here we go, though. We're finally down to our loser's 8th match. Erin, they're pulling up with the Ahri Vi, as Mr. Choopy has the Darius Caitlyn.
That little fake out with the overhead there ends up getting the extra extensions just because. Choopy, first blood, looking strong, as we're going to be able to set up the limit strike as well as set up the trap.
Getting the jump with the anti-air apprehend. Well, but throw though. Okay, Erin, you're going to get the pickup. Bring Choopy down.
Fast, and this is that type of advantage you need to grind out here. Dash forward to be able to get a little bit closer for the limit strike. And now, the 2M frame kill is going to be able to block in time.
And I like that too. Just creating a situation where you're getting yourself out of the corner, right? Prioritizing that positioning more than anything. But the combo drops, and Choopy just might be losing Caitlyn because of that. I think we just charged the shot a little too long, and so Erin went from like that OTG-able state to recovering, and you've triggered it. So unfortunate to see, but it's not the solo Caitlyn, right? So this Darius could still make this comeback happen, especially when you force the 1v1.
You got absolutely sauced on the dash backwards there, but in the end, still able to extend. Limit strike set up, as well as the throw. And you're gone.
Yeah, you're gone. Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, production, I think Mr. Choopy's flag is Puerto Rico?
Yes, it is.
Currently marked as the US of A, so if we can just get that updated when you get a second. I think somebody was mentioning that in chat. There we go.
Goat. I mean, break still in pocket. Erin looking good, being able to take all the damage that you need, and the opportunity for the 2H, as well as not over greeting on the Darius there. Eyes on the prize as we get very aggressive on the follow-up, and now that standard set play that we see from this shell, extremely powerful stuff if Ahri's able to get a block string on and Vi's able to get that S1 charging.
Ooh, we try to dash up and get the anti-air, but it was a little too late as Erin gets the jump in. They have all of the time in the world to sort of sort out how they wanted this combo finisher to go. Tagging into Vi, setting up the Vault Breaker as well, just for the diabolical Oki. Chupi's defense holds out, but gets caught on the stagger. Simply trying to jump out. 3 bars a meter for this Ahri. Should be a pretty simple kill with the Super Spirit Rush.
Erin, I mean, they've got him in the top spot right now as the fireball actually does answer, and the tech chase goes their way as well. Erin absolutely massive when it comes to the mix-up game here. This offense is so sticky, dude. Hard to escape.
Erin working on the perfect right now. Limit Strike, just one more mix. We're going to create the situation yet again. Showcasing these freestyle mixes. Goes for the no mix-up, just following up low again. Chupi still blocking it. What a parry on that. The perfect is denied, but I mean, how do you win from here? It feels a little more like a moral victory than anything else. Fury's popped. This is just a delaying of the inevitable.
Ooh. Got them both on that one. Actually too far for the 2M. And again, the footsies from Erin, whether it's the movement, being able to bait things out, or just raw spacing with the jab. Erin has been incredible in these neutral situations.
Okay. There's the pickup though. Chupi starting off pretty well here. Gonna get the limit strike with Darius. Frame kill. We're just going for a little shimmy right there. But it's Erin's turn as once again they're able to navigate the corner, sandwiches Darius. Create the high-low mix. Chupi blocking all this, but again, it's not the mix-ups that's catching Chupi, it's the situation right after that's getting him opened up.
Ooh. Yep. Okay. Fireball saves us. I saw the air S1. And I was like, oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god, you got counter hit. Erin, I mean, just not letting Chupi go, and in fact, it's a happy birthday, no less. We'll drop as much damage as we can. We're gonna be able to get the knockdown off this super. Chupi wakes up, and again, just caught. He just wants to jump. Erin says, no, you don't get to.
Yeah, not something we're too worried about here. Is again, no fly zone gets caught out of the jump attempt for the second time. It's gonna be a show of force with the Vault Breaker. Round on the board again for Erin. They are 1 round away from an early exit for Chupi.
Okay, apprehend though. Gives Chupi the wall bounce with the Caitlyn. Limit strike for the air reset. Trying to go for the air throw as well, but Erin with a well-placed buy assist completely flips the situation as Chupi trying to create some scramble situations. Gets blocked. Onto the get-up attack, tries to swing with that, but again, interrupted too quickly. Excellent conversion here. This is a dead Darius. I mean, I feel like this is the end of Chupi's run, but maybe he can prove me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, half your life left with arguably the worst solo character in the game, and just sticking the medium out, just trying to find something. And now, here it is one more time. The last layers, we do find the push block and escape, but unfortunately, escaping is just not enough with Caitlyn. You have to make so much room for yourself to be able to really get established.
Parries here coming from Erin, just really has to slow play this. Chases the... No. That's some gap. My god, Erin with the air throw, denying Chupi any sort of air movement.
A big opportunity here, and a tough matchup ahead of them too. Obviously, the winner of this still has to face off against Swarm. As off the rip. Okay, the Spirit Rush got the hit. On the other side, though, just super time winder, the perfect choice. Not only picking up the happy birthday, but also deleting the Ahri fireball. 10 out of 10 so far when it comes to 6-0. When it comes to these, mid-neutral decisions. And again, on the tag.
Yep. Oh my gosh, and we were able to cross up with the roll and stay same side as we followed up with that lariat. Gonna be the full combo, tagging into Vi. Not gonna be enough to get the kill. But Zane has to deal with this Okizeme situation. Air Tex tries a swing, but a standing jab catches Ahri and Zane now in a 1v2. No Fury in sight. Has to do this pretty honestly with the Ekko.
Full pass, get up attack. I mean, does manage to stop the assist, but unfortunately that is not the legal man. Not what you need to be worried about in the spot. As Zane has set up the limit strike. Oki available, but just make some jab. Yeah, hell yeah. Honestly, if you're playing Vi and you don't have the gusto to be able to go for that situation, you might not be a Vi player.
You might not be a Vi player, and that certainly feels like a Brazilian move. And I mean, you look at the situation for psixou as well, right? It's the first round of the first game, not really a whole lot on the line. You have the character advantage as well. Vi's your lower health character, as you can see on the HUD. So if something happens to Vi, this match doesn't work out, you still got Ekko to fight it out with. So I like it, saying like, yo, you better keep this tight and real. Otherwise, I'm just gonna steal this round and potentially start to frustrate you.
Great block on the jump over there with the fireball that was on the way. Rolls past and get up attack, answers all of that easily. And unfortunately, Vi, kind of a double agent on that mix-up, ends up kind of throwing it. But still, in the end, we apply pressure.
We're trying to set up some fireball neutral. Zane not able to get the next hit just yet. Disengages with the rewind. Oh my gosh, psixou knew that the jump was coming. Parry, the mash. Zane able to take a play. psixou's book with some excellent defense. Yet another mash, forcing Zane to break. And now Ahri's trying to find the hit, gets clocked herself, but there's no pickup just yet. The jump down heavy, catching both of psixou's characters, and Zane finally getting a solid hit into a knockdown this round.
Yep, sweep S2, fireball opportunity, chases away and just full sends on the Crater Maker. You tries to utilize the tag to be able to make that a safe opportunity. Instead, gonna get caught out and potentially deleted. I'm not sure that Ekko lives the interaction, but instead, gonna be the limit strike to try and run the mix.
Oh, the time winder to level 3. I thought we had the OTG that for psixou, but miscalculates the situation, loses the Ekko, and doesn't have any super meter to back up this Vi, so no assist. Empowered by that, but doesn't matter. We catch Ahri at the ankles with the Vi. Spend the level 3 here? Yeah, level 1, is it enough? I don't think so.
Okay, you know, a little bit of freeze, but luckily it's in the middle of a super there. Crater Maker gets the hit, but off of that, wow. A drop.
The drop, yeah, this is another opportunity for psixou. Zane runs in, gets the throw. You just need a level 3 with the Ekko, and that's all she wrote.
Yep, safe and simple, and that's all it takes. Good save there from Zane. We call that a tournament combo. Forward throw, slam 2 buttons, round a piece, full break for both. Dead center even on this one.
Yeah, hopefully the lag doesn't interfere at crucial moments for the players. The mirror match of calling your Ekko assist at the same time the time winder wars. Okay, yeah, now you have to respect this combo. psixou gonna hold on to that break for this interaction. They spend it towards the end of this. Yeah, that's so much damage on Ekko, actually.
Fireball into step back, doesn't get it, but still finds a throw. OTG is not enough, and we get him attack again. Reckless with it.
Oh, the JM Ekko turning around on the Vi. That's foul. We parry the overhead. We parry the overhead. We parried the vault breaker and then the overhead. Zane, though, trying to set up some projectile neutral. Catches psixou, able to scoop as well with that 5M.
We thought we were going to be good on the reposition. A little unfortunate, but still okay. Tries to get very aggressive there with the down heavy in the air. Unfortunately, it's a whip from Zane. psixou is going to get the better of.
Down. Zane still air teching here. He's able to block that cross up, caught at the ankles, but no confirm from psixou. Nice, I like the counter, and we're still able to get somewhat of a pickup, but unfortunately the second hit doesn't work. Blows up the retreating guard with that early low. Forward tech from Zane, able to block. No, the overhit comes through. This is bad for Zane. But Ekko falls out, so it's still a fight, but man, psixou in a really good position.
Super time winder can open things up a little bit. Here it is, the show of force, and I do believe that was a block string. Extremely smart in the way that we route into that one to try and guarantee it. That or Zane, unfortunately, just wasn't able to get the parry out. Either way, psixou, and they're, again, my least favorite avatar in that I've ever seen in 2XKO, going up 1-0.
Things just spiraling out of control as Zane not able to lock down that Vi. psixou proving incredibly resilient. Just gonna disengage, try to wait for all the assists to play themselves out. It's another happy birthday for psixou. The electrics are on deck, limit strike for the finisher. Have to block the Ekko assist, charge the vault breaker, steal the corner, and we go low as well. Diabolical setup there, but we get the punish for Zane. Break comes through, keeping psixou with advantage, having Zane in the corner. Get the scoop as well with the Helmbreaker. Launch him, level 3. Damn, it's like that?
It definitely does my heart good to full commit with the meter. I think it's absolutely the right call. Take what you can get when you're given it. It's not quite enough to kill, and the back throw actually complicates this a lot as we try to roll away from the pressure.
Yeah, and Zane handshake tags back to the Ahri. The Ekko is going to go down, but we get the overhead. That's the second time Zane's gotten a hit this round and has not been able to commit. The Okizeme setup saw Zane connect with the 2M and an Ekko. He just didn't follow up, believing in that hit. So psixou getting away with a lot of murder here. Speaking of murder, we're going on Ahri now.
Keeps it very simple on the confirm as well as we keep it close to the wall. Tag launcher is available, which is going to leave it down to the Vi to take the denting blows and set up for the limit strike.
And yeah, just meaty special for the chip.
Ready. Let's go.
This is tournament life for Zane now. Starts off with the Ekko, but no confirm again for him. Diabolic overhead.
Oh, okay. Well save. Doing the time winder, but unfortunately doesn't get the OTG. Still okay. This is gonna go completely our way. Vi, absolute violence only as Ahri dies with no meter invested.
This is pretty rough for Zane. Fury far, far away. And there it is again. A 6-0 with such an advantageous position. You might as well mash against Zane's solo Ekko, right? Because now you're putting him in this situation where it's so hard to make the comeback. You might not even get a chance to play. Yeah, we just drop this into level 3 and that's it. Zane is out of the bracket.
Yeah, all it's gonna take is a little bit of violence here, and unfortunately for Ekko, he's on the receiving end. Quick little slide down, and like you said, that'll do it. psixou doing a great job maintaining their spot here in the losers bracket, cutting forward, and now is going to have to unfortunately have a team kill.
Did get a game off a bleed in their most recent encounter, as opposed to the other times where it was pretty clean sweeps for bleed. So we'll see if FCHAMPRYAN is going to be able to put up even more resistance, especially considering this is our 1st to 3 format now. So we got the longer sets coming through, more time for the players to adapt. But bleed starting off strong with the limit strike knockdown. No meter for the Okizeme that we see, but a back throw from FChamp creates this new situation. Bleed navigates out of it.
Oh, he gets slammed down, unfortunately, there with the tentacle. Is now a charge heavy to get that extra little chunk of damage and was trying to cut it a bit short. Champ gonna commit the break.
The whiff punish there, but the handshake tag from bleed gonna be able to keep us through there. Nice anticipation onto the Rekka follow-up, able to parry it to punish it.
Oh, yeah, but that's where the mix-up gets absolutely evil. Quick little double rewind and installs again, finding the air throw, but it's too far, but it's not going to matter. Even if you're too far for the extra pickup there, the mix-up game is still too nasty.
There to air trade. Honestly, in Bleed's favor here, this Jinx solo life. And wow, the parry just going wide. I'm not sure what happened with that assist call. And Wyatt whiffed there, but FCHAMPRYAN losing around 1-3, defending the bleed, but we start off strong with the 2x happy birthday. Double the tentacles. With the break from bleed, stopping the offense.
Reposition the jump back S1. Something you don't utilize too often, but in the places it's good, it is extremely good. As unfortunately there, the tentacle doesn't activate to get the pull down. And with our activation of the super, we're gonna get caught out off the parry.
Yeah, bleed more than willing to gamble on that low parry to stop FChamp from going through. Gonna have to think twice before you try to check bleed with arguably his best character, but I mean, it's so hard. Both the Ekko and the Illaoi have been incredibly clutch. What a parry on the rocket as well. The quick reactions. Lock down this Jinx. Oh, the heavy doesn't quite whiff, and there it is, baiting the parry yet again. We reset into the throw as bleed in full control. Tech from FChamp though, keeping this alive. This one whiffs. FChamp creates some space.
How bleed is playing with and around parry is actually unbelievable. Not only being able to utilize parry so aggressively themselves, but doing an unbelievably good job of being able to bait the parries on the other side. Is now off of the double tag, is able to find the throw. Break is going to be forced, and now Jinx is going to get a little bit of a chance to set up, and does manage to find the hit at least.
Gonna get the knockdown right here as FChamp. Gonna be able to get a big pickup here and bleed. Seeing that FChamp was about to build that level 3 with that JS2, spends the break there to deny the kill. And I like that FChamp tries to go for the air jump just to save this Illaoi, but alas, it doesn't quite work as we snipe out the Illaoi, force the Jinx into the 1v2. I think it's fairly doable, but still incredibly hard. Uh-oh. Nah!
And yeah, that's not the start you want to see. It's what we were talking about before. What you have to remember, 2H tag 2H, anti-air special tag anti-air special. Being able to have the double up, it doesn't matter how many times you can change your angle if both of my characters are swinging at different timings. It is two massive 2Hs to be able to stop both of the attempts and both of the potential angles the champ wants to attack from there.
All right, things are taking a moment before they get right back into it. I think we're going to be catching up with the spectator end of things. A strong start with the 2x assist. We got 2 of those tentacles in play. The missile snipes, but no confirmed for FChamp. And yeah, now we're starting to see that they're throwing out the uncharged down S2s. You might see if Bleed will blink, but I think Bleed is looking for the red glow. You know, that telegraphs the charge. Nice bait on the get-up attack. And that does force out break from Bleed, but oh my god, look at this neutral. Amazing anti-air. Tag launcher. Bleed now has the Oki.
FTG'd it. Quick little command of motion, and a pump fake was trying to bait something out. It seems as unfortunately on that one, swings at a bad timing there. First time we've really seen an overextension of the normals there from Bleed, but luckily he's able to pick it straight up back up afterwards and force the break.
Trying to play neutral with a trap, but Bleed nullifies it, sets up the mix with that full screen play. Not able to get the confirm. A 2M press from FChamp nullifies this Ekko as we just need to finish the combo. We do get that kill. But I mean, this is Bleed's Illaoi. This set ain't done. This round ain't done.
Oh! Okay. Oh, and the tentacle spawn saves us. Oh, no.
We get the extension here as well. Double the traps. All these tentacles in play. It's a black beat combo as Bleed doesn't even tech out.
Tag launcher back down to earth. It's gonna be that level 3 to save it out in the end, even with the you know, the black beat there. What maybe we were trying to go for a no tech on something something weird, something we'd seen before. Either way, FChamp gets the better of the situation. It does manage to put that round up.
Yeah, but a byproduct of that incredibly long combo is that Bleed's entire break gauge was filled up. So now Bleed has that resource to start off this round as FChamp at the deficit misses the throw and is going to be taking a ton of damage for it.
And again, dude, our ability to bait out these parries has been genuinely unbelievable. The S1 tentacle slam picks them both up, and honestly, luckily for Jinx, Illaoi dies fast.
Yeah, we got counter here right there. I'm not sure if FChamp tried to press parry, but forgot that out of that super meter, so couldn't actually parry, or if there was another option he went for and got caught. Bleed does get the pickup here. FChamp has Fury available, but I don't think you spend it here, not when Bleed is basically working with all of this advantage. Yeah, just needs an OTG. It's on to the final round here.
Yeah, tough situation here. Halfway to victory in the set is Bleed. Looking for the Helmbreaker, commits with the overhead, doubles up on the tag just in time to be able to keep some kind of pressure up. And again, was trying to bait that parry, scouting heavy for it.
Yeah, but catching that air-to-air again. Sees the jump and uses the handshake tag to see the approaching FChamp. Gets the air throw to punish, sets up the Oki. Backdashes for the frame kill. The overhead comes through, blowing up a fuzzy guard. And so now Bleed gonna be able to choose whatever knockdown he wants. Gonna be catching out on the combo. I think we're gonna go for a kill here with the tag launcher into Illaoi. Level 1, no, just Illaoi Oki instead. We roll forward, dodging the C's.
I was gonna say, it wasn't quite enough even with the level 1. I don't think we might have lived with just a pixel instead here. We spend a bit of meter on the opposite side. Command motion, but doesn't get much for it. Still willing to play the neutral game here with that 2x assist. You're more than capable. If we mistime our parry.
Yeah, we mistimed the parry, but FChamp not able to reach with that combo pick up the rocket, saving his own Illaoi. Doesn't switch to the anti-air, instead gets it with the zap, and because of the incredible hit stun, is gonna find the kill on the Bleed's Illaoi, but this is still very doable for Bleed. No bar on the Ekko, however, which means there's no supers to keep some of your S2 specials safe in case you overextend with those. No Tangled Timeline as well to mess with, but you're going to get on like the first knockdown. But more terrifyingly, never even mind, as we're able to clear out the Illaoi super assist. The S1 super comes through, and FChampRyan is on the board in this winner's final. We got ourselves a set going.
Still invested, still involved, doing a good job. You know, keep your head above water in a moment like this. Players like Bleed can snowball so hard, but you know, that's one of the nice things about FChampion, as experienced as he is, having been to the top of the mountain a couple times himself, had an opportunity there, had the right read, it seemed, with the jump forward. Unfortunately, not going to go their way, as one quick Rekka and Bleed's going to be able to completely equalize in terms of tempo.
Right, we set up, we're able to jump over it, but the Jinx gets caught by the pressure. The low on the 2M comes through, and before Bleed can do any more damage, the break will stop it. Setting up the Illaoi in the Tangled Timeline. Oh, this is diabolical. We try to parry, but Bleed just waits it out, finds the next hit. It's going to be a lot of damage. We have a tentacle in play as well to get the extension off of the forward S1. Tag launch into Illaoi. Not going to be able to get the kill, but yeah, we set up the Oki, run forward, just do the normal throw to punish any sort of roll.
Covers just about everything. Plenty of damage, as well as obviously the tentacle there to be able to have that support. As on the standing medium, some kind of aggressive action probably coming out from Champ there, that or trying to read something as far as the overheads go. But either way, unfortunately, he's got his sandals untied with the 2M.
All right, a very quick round for Bleed, and I mean, I think that's sort of a telling aspect of this matchup here. When FChamp wins, it's a brawl. Like, Bleed is fighting all the way through, but I feel like when Bleed wins, more often than not, it's pretty one-sided. So we'll have to see if things are going to change. There it is again, the handshake tag to see the jump in and says, let me air throw you.
Short and sweet on the combo as well with the limit strike. Is the triple, quadruple up on the rewind here, leaves a clone and looks for the whiff punish. No biting though. Good, really good defense from FChamp.
Oh, the Timeline are able to come through, but because of the Illaoi back assist, oh, we handshake tag, so the cross-up became a same side overhead since you had to block the Ekko side of things. That's diabolical. We drop the combo, FChamp tries a swing, but Bleed still plus on block. Has the assist, has the bar. I have to imagine we're going to route in a way that gets us the kill here.
Dude, Bleed's understanding of the situation, routing, and confirmations off of that touch were genuinely unbelievable. Such a sick way to piece things back together there as Ekko, as well as route yourself in a way where the slowdown of the other character dying isn't going to be able to beef it up for you here, as now it's 2-1. Bleed way ahead right now when it comes to this first to 3 winners final set.
Yep. Ryan does have one more chance. He's getting a little crazy there. Blocking the low, still blocking. Tries to get in. Catches with the dashing medium, but because of the Gatling gun, we're actually going to get the full extension here. Bring him on down, drop the super for the tentacle Oki. Handshake tag with Jinx just for the OS. Empty low is going to connect, and that's the breakout for Bleed.
Oh my god, Bleed just full holding up. Not a care in the world.
Nah, the assist to get the cross up there, but FChamp finds the next hit, gonna drop the S1 super, take out this Ekko. It's up to Bleed's Illaoi now, trying to make a 1v2 comeback, or at the very least, force the break out of FChamp. But the 2M from Illaoi, catching Bleed at the ankles. You're building a bit of bar here. If you're able to optimize, you might build a level 3 with Jinx just in time to get the kill here and end the round.
Looking like it should be the case here as we get the knockdown with the hammer a couple times in a row, and the super mega death rocket is going to find its mark. And usually you don't have to ask if this is going to kill, because this is one of the most absurd level 3s that you get to see in this game.
I mean, you know, it better hurt. It's called Super Mega Death Rocket. The double adjective alone doubles the damage, I swear. Bleed, though, not going to be caught off guard. Sets up the Tangled Timeline as psixou is actually raiding us. I imagine that means psixou has fallen out of the bracket. Well played tonight. Yeah, Swarm was able to beat psixou, and Apology Boy took out Erin, so that is going to be our loser semifinal match that we will see next. But let's see if FChamp is going to be able to take us to a game 5 here. Helmbreaker. Oh, no, you run underneath the cross-up. Absolutely evil.
Thanks for the raid, homie. Hope you had a good stream. Appreciate you for playing, as always. 4S2 not going to work out. Doubles up. Okay, and is gonna just fully send on the install here for the opportunity on the mix. And again, just spamming out the mids, but FChamp with a great tech forward, a better medium, but misses their Q to be able to get the finish.
Here we go, Bleed. Gonna be able to get the long combo here. Plenty of tentacles in play to extend with Ekko. And yeah, FChamp just gonna hold on to that Fury. Wants the break to start off the next round.
Tento, I'm glad that you're able to exist in chat, gamer. I was watching your the sagas of your travels on Instagram. God bless you, man.
Yeah, that's right. We had a fun time at Texas Showdown, homie. You did a good job on that top 8 comms. All my homies love Tento. They love him. He ain't my homie. Bleed, though. Trying to get the next hit right here. But excellent defense there from FChamp, staying in the air. Tries a handshake tag to the Illaoi. He's gonna have to respect the assist. And he airs, but oh my, Bleed, you're so cracked.
OTG went for the C's, of course. We have plenty of time for the 2H, but that's another situation where I think Bleed's doing a good job of just like reading when Champ is gonna try and like copy him out in spots like that, because that was a spot where Bleed was pretty commonly holding up. This time, FChamp tries to go for the same. It's a pretty quick low to stop it as we try to escape. Does find the parry at least, but the read is unbelievable.
Bring him on down. I mean, FChamp, such good awareness there to run up and use the 5L instead of like the 5M to start punishing that parry, because a lot of people, when they're parried and immediately start getting punished, they want to break to say, oh no, I need to get out of this, and FChamp just punishing that twitch reflex from Bleed. Oh no, you roll into the Illaoi, but you're ready for the air tech. The dive kick gets sniped by the handshake tech back to Ekko. That's freestyle fuse privilege.
On God, it felt like Bleed tagged 5 times there. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna hold you. I fully lost count of tags. I was like, yo, this is broken. Still good here though, as we tag out. Tries to bait the Fury. Is trying so hard to bait the Fury.
Yep. Yeah, looks for it again. FChamp not giving it. Tries to swing down, but in the whiff punish, it's Bleed who gets the victory and advances on to winner's side of Grand Finals. Swept the next 2 games as somebody's able to make that adjustment, and there is no reply from the early lead in the set. Now, Swarm and Apology Boy throwing hands here. And there's the cross-up starting off early for Swarm.
Good here. S2, limit strike, down on the fireball, and had the tech chase ready. Unfortunately, mistimed the 2A by just a little bit. That light normal missing out as we get the extra extension, but it's a little too high for the sweep attempt. Oh my, okay, full commit, doesn't work out. Still all right though, I like the idea. And with that, character already out of the way. Swarm still has the break, still looking good. 3 meters in the pocket as far as the Ahri goes. Doubling up with the jabs. You'll apply some amount of pressure here. But unfortunately, that pressure not gonna go their way when it comes to Apology Boy. Swarm with the open up, the full send, and you know, keeps it short. Definitely, you know, maybe I'm just an asshole, but in situations like that, you're watching the movie. I'm pressing both buttons. I'm ripping level 3, and me and you are both. I'm gonna check Twitter on my phone, have a drink of water. I respect it though. And again though, limit strike. 1 million mix-ups as we try to bait things out. Unfortunately, the rewind timing, not quite what we needed. And Apology Boy with a great answer to be able to stop the rewind. Damn, hell of a block for the second time too. Super, super good. It's another character goes down to the wayside here. Apology Boy doing a great job recorrecting on this.
Big anti-air here as well. Apology Boy putting Swarm into this mix-up. Get the overhead with Ekko. So much visual clutter from that Illaoi down S2. Now Apology Boy's gonna get the tag launcher here. I think it's gonna be enough to kill Ahri, but you're guessing for game here.
Holy, but just barely able to get the stop there. Tries to buffer something as they jump away. Easily stopped. Apology Boy evens up the rounds.
Fireball from Ahri. Apology Boy breaks out though. Swarm able to get some pressure here, but trade. Creating a reset to neutral situation. Forcing the breakout from Swarm before a happy birthday could fully develop. Ooh, things got very scary right there, but here comes Apology Boy. Turn, nice jump, and the cross up as well from Swarm, giving the corner positioning now to complete the combo.
Definitely had a good chance there to potentially go for the 2H, but maybe was a little bit hesitant there because obviously that Ekko dash, we talked about it before, super difficult to deal with. Good position, get the knockdown here. The spawn of the tentacle works out too, as Illaoi's going to close the distance, find the confirmation off the throw, excuse me, to be able to take the character. So now at least into the 2v1, as Apology Boy is going to have to find a safe way to get the Illaoi out if he can.
Disengage, and yeah, handshake tag. Able to hit both of the Time Winders away thanks to the fact that Ekko can interact with any Time Winder, his or the enemy Ekko, on screen. Jump, oh, you get the hit right there for the cross up, setting up 2 tentacles. Handshake tag back thanks to the fact that we were able to rewind through it. And oh my gosh, I couldn't even see the C's because Ahri was just standing in front of the Ekko. Bait the get up attack as well. Perfect spacing from Apology Boy, who takes game 1 over Swarm.
Yeah, masterclass on spacing and mix-ups there. Everything coming up their way just perfectly. We're gonna go straight back in. No time to dilly-dally. We're right back into the action here as we space out around these fireballs. A good parry as we close distance too, but Apology Boy quickly stifles that momentum.
Blocking the overhead. Somehow able to defend, but alas, it's gonna be that last interaction that gives Apology Boy the hit. Swarm has to break. Tentacles are gonna hold down neutral. Oh man, if we had a confirm from that, the fireball able to interrupt though, so Apology Boy finally gets caught out, forced to spend the break. Launch. Mid-strike knockdown. And we bait the get-up attack as well with a high enough jump, so he's looking pretty dire here. But, you know, Illaoi's alive. Apology Boy can certainly make it work with the raid boss. What a parry. You're insane.
Yeah, and has 2 tentacles to work with here too. So, a little extra extension as on the respawn is able to get the pop-up. One more time, we find our knockdown. And of course, with that super assist, it's always enough damage when you go optimal.
All right, but Fury for Swarm could potentially choose to spend it here. Feels like he can find the win, and actually does here. So Apology Boy, though, finds it with the tentacle that was still alive behind Swarm. Is going to try to optimize the damage here with the Ekko Super. Things go awry, though. Swarm gets the hit. A dash cancel with the Fury. Extending with the Super Assist. Apology Boy is going to pop his own Fury to stay alive. Oh, no, you have the Super. Okay. There it is.
We securing the block there. Ends up getting us back on the right track. Very nice.
The Helmbreaker comes through, and it's a happy birthday for Apology Boy yet again. Swarm going to be put into the corner. Has to hold all of this because Break is not online yet.
Quick activation. Of course, on the rewind, we're able to find the legs here. Oh, Swarm in just a terrible position now, and look down the barrel of the potential finish here. Apology Boy in such a good spot. Again, this is a short set here in loser semis. This is potentially the final character.
Swarm has been making one hell of a run in tonight's bracket, but is Apology Boy going to be one to put an end to it? Swarm staying alive with fake cross-up mix. Limit strike, set up the Oki. Chases the roll forward, not able to get the pickup though.
Oh my god, the spacing is perfect and is able to completely bait out the attempt at the Fury. It's hard to fault Swarm for trying to utilize the system mechanics in front of you. But when you have a safe jab like that, don't even bother. Keep it to yourself. That switch up here is definitely a good read on your part. That Ahri is going to come out with the freestyle fuse instead. So switching off of that 2x assist and being able to get back into it feels a little bit more standard, but obviously still the oddball on the other side. It is going to be that Jinx trying to save the day.
keeping things safe. But oh, we have the second rewind as well, just to add an extra layer of maneuverability. Gonna get the OTG with the orb super, bring him down. Tag launcher as well, so good chunk of damage here for FChamp. Bring in here, jump and punish the throw. And let's break down for Apology Boy. Oh, massive 2H as well for FChamp.
Able to get the extension to tag launcher, brings in the Jinx. Time for the setup as Chappie into the jump in. Empty low finds the mark. That was kind of evil.
All right, this should be a limit strike finisher. FChamp gonna drop the orb. Parry though, and you see Apology Boy trying to intercept that air dash from Ahri, but the jump normals from Ahri just a little too good there. Trying to create some space, Spirit rushing away. But Apology Boy not gonna be denied, gets in, sets up the mix. Simple jump gets FChamp out, but the timeline proxy. Oh no, it's spaghetti. Oh no, mom, it's all over the floor. I'm covered in marinara.
And it's just full brawling at that one character length range. Apology Boy gets the better of it here and now has a good chance to be able to keep things together. But again, just skidding out a little bit when it comes to the mix-ups here. Misses a couple opportunities. And unfortunately, Illaoi stepping out ends up losing the tentacle too. But this is back to the advantage for Apology Boy now.
All right, all of a sudden, Apology Boy could potentially win this round. FChamp sends out the zap. Fury going to be popped raw by Apology Boy. Just wants to leverage that option and make sure that we don't get chip killed. But the level 3 super comes through as the 5M comes out. Does Apology Boy recover in time? No!
Nope. Nope. Yeah, unfortunately, he's going to get caught out on the execute on that one. FChamp. First game in their pocket here in this losers final. And straight away, he's able to go in with the down forward spirit rush. Unfortunately, that's not going to matter too much. Apology Boy with a quick answer, but a quicker drop.
But yo, we do find the next hit. Luckily for FChamp, that Ahri does fall out, denying a happy birthday, but Apology Boy still gonna get the knockdown. He's guessing between the C's and the tentacle. Parry a little too soon from Apology Boy against the rocket, so FChamp gonna drop the bar, get the extension with the Orbit Deception. Side swap, too far, nope. Tag, launcher, just in time to give Jinx the knockdown.
Oh, and Ekko actually takes the chomper. At least is now sending the overhead again and reacting to be able to get the super to take the kill. A character up now.
Trade. FChamp's 5M is going to catch, and barring any sort of drop, should be able to get the kill onto this Illaoi. Drops 2 bars a meter, 1 on that Jinx assist, with the other on the point Ahri. Now it's a 1v1 yet again. FChampryan about to build Fury. Hey yo, the air.
Oh, and delay is heavy. That was a little interesting the way that we chose to go for that one. Is just in time, is able to fix it. I cannot believe this character gets to do everything like that. That is so silly.
Oh, the air though. There's that Fury though. Yo, the anti-air able to deal with the down spirit rush. We catch the roll forward, able to cancel because of the Fury state. We'll take the extension here. Chases the air. No, I thought an air throw was going to come through or something like that. But FChamp with the air-to-air, catching Apology Boy again. And Ahri with the super is going to find the OTG. Doesn't even need a second super thanks to the damage buff on the Fury state. FChamp takes game 1, but man, Apology Boy keeping things close.
I was gonna say it was definitely in the in the running for that one for sure. Unfortunately, in the end, things get a bit far out of our reach here. FChamp, the Ahri swap is looking absolutely massive here. Again, the freestyle stylings as well. You see, gets the pickup. Didn't even need the super because of the Chappie, but how could you have known? That was a massive hitbox.
Yeah, just better to go for the safe muscle memory instead of trying to recognize, oh wait, I could do this pickup instead. That hesitation could cost you the full combo. So FChamp though does get caught by Apology Boy with that air-to-air. It's gonna be the knockdown into the Tangle timeline. Set up the mix. Blocking so far. The zap is gonna catch! I thought FChamp was gonna wait that second to bait the parry, or rather the break, but here comes the anti-air. The freestyle handshake tag is gonna punish this Jinx. Apology Boy is gonna get the limit strike knockdown. Welcome back to the timeline.
Oh my god. Unfortunately, an immediate exit from Jinx for the timeline on this one now. Ahri, chance for greatness. No meter though, which is gonna make things a lot more complicated, especially when you got characters like this that are harassing from such safe ranges, but on a bad roll. Champ's gonna get a huge advantage.
Bring him right on down. Hope the Ekko escapes. The Orbit Deception's gonna get caught, I think. They actually trade. FChamp not quite able to confirm off of it, but still killed the Ekko. So the 1v1 is now forced. The tentacle's down, plus frames. And you caught the jump with that 5M. Apology Boy has the level 3. Just needs to, cash out at any given moment. Gonna go for the optimal stuff, though, making sure we still got that on deck. Make sure to get the kill with the level 3. Talk to my god. See what happens.
Yeah, quick conversation with the gods, unfortunately, does not go Ahri's way. Round up now for Apology Boy. Opportunity to try and stay in this one here as the resources relatively even. Champ with a full send, jump forward. What a parry. That's what we were talking about before. You got to be willing to full send it sometimes.
Gonna get the launch right here. Apology Boy now has the knockdown, a tentacle in place. Runs up and throws. No other tentacles, so it's just the throw. Oh, FChamp pressed something on that wake up, got caught, forced to break to keep the Jinx alive. Air S2 from Illaoi, covering nearly the entire screen, it feels like. Gets the next pickup. Apology Boy now has Ahri in that knockdown.
Oh my god, footsies. Oh, in the block too. There's one place that if there's one place in the game that you never do anything, it's after Ahri Fireball. Ahri Fireball, it's 100% her turn no matter what. Blocked, canceled, doesn't matter, dude.
Bring right on down. It's going to be the level 1 to get the kill on Ahri as FChamp. I mean, how do you make this comeback with Jinx? Only FChamp could figure that out. Trying to go for the empty jump cross up low. Whips the super. I think that was a mistaken buffer. And yeah, that's going to be the game. Apology Boy ties up our set 1 apiece.
Answering back on the opposite side, perfect stuff. And now, I mean, the question comes up, does Champ consider a swap? It seems like no. But there's always the option to potentially have that Illaoi come out one more time to try and play it out. For now, though, it is going to stick with that same squad. Unfortunately, the squad does not open up the way that we needed to. The Jinx rocket doesn't quite make it all the way across the screen. And Apology Boy with a decent chunk of damage to start us off, as well as a very nice low to expose.
Yep, here comes the Ekko. The retreating guard gets caught by the run-up throw, and Illaoi is there to get the pickup. We got the Oki yet again, as Apology Boy playing incredibly well so far. I haven't had a chance to highlight their head-to-head record with FChamp, and FChamp and Apology Boy have played 5 times in bracket before, one of those being like in a duo tournament, but FChamp has won every single set against Apology Boy. So Apology Boy is facing 2 players he has yet to beat in bracket to try and win TNS tonight. This could be one hell of a Cinderella upset story, but we'll see how things go. FChamp trying to take control with his Jinx. Fires out the rocket. The Ekko's still there right in his face.
I was gonna say Snow White not super impressed with the inferior Princess Cinderella. Not too worried about it. Zap gets the connection there. Luckily had time to block, but unfortunately overcommits on the parry as well as the get up attack. I saw the vision on both of them, but unfortunately just neither one was quite correct.
Yeah, I mean, if you block the return of that projectile, you're going to be forced into Apology Boy. You were probably going to get chipped out even as well, so you're trying to use the iframes to dodge that attack and hope that Apology Boy is going to be close enough to get caught, but wasn't the case there. FChamp gets blown up by the jump helm breaker. There's the level 3 as well from Apology Boy, who is on a warpath through FChamp right now.
I was going to say a game and around halfway to victory here. Things looking extremely good. Now, he's a little bit more dangerous, a bit behind in the resource management, but being up around more than enough to make up for it.
H, great situation here. And there's that 2H yet again, forcing the early break from FChamp. Ooh, that was very close. The throw just a little too far for Apology Boy. It's FChamp with the combo, should be able to get the knockdown. Gonna tag into the Ahri to get the limit strike to build a little more resources, trying to regenerate that break we had to spend so soon.
Say it has to spend it right away. Gets the catch out as well, though. I like it. Smart stuff, time and time again. A little bit of extra extension, knowing that we have that tentacle. We force him to attack forward. It's gonna catch them both.
All right, this is a big opportunity now for Apology Boy. The solo Jinx, Fury not quite built up, but look at the reactions from FChamp. Sees the jump, doesn't fall for any sort of bait, throws this Ekko out of the round. It's a 1v1 now between Jinx and Illaoi. Trying to create some space. The JM, the counter hit state. And we're able to route into the level 3 before that Fury for FChamp can even come online, Proxy.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, not quite as relevant as we needed it to be. Level 3 sliced things up, and Apology Boy now sitting on a lead here. 2 in a row is a very tall task. FChamp, we have something for it. Here is the question. Are we going to stay locked in on the same squad? It seems like we are. We're going to commit to the Ahri the rest of the set now. And that is not the best possible start. Oh, Apology Boy once again finding the air and supremacy, and now was looking for the jab on the dash up. Instead, just repositions. Extremely smart to keep corner.
There's one thing I want to highlight in all of the sets that Apology Boy has played with FChamp. has never been able to get to like game advantage situation, right? If there was a first to 3, it would have ended either 3-0 or 3-1 for FChamp. So this is new territory for Apology Boy, who just might be slaying a bracket demon tonight for all of us to see.
Ooh, okay. That comes out, was looking for the throw. 2H in response. Jinx dies, and Ahri might be soon behind, way behind in the resource game now as far as meter goes.
No, the S2 going the wrong way. That's a drop combo for FChamp. However, the aerial spear rush able to bait out the level 3 mash from Apology Boy. It's gonna cost him the Illaoi, but so far, Apology Boy has been more than comfortable in these 1v1 situations. FChamp needs to clutch up right here to get some momentum back in this situation.
That jump back light was so good, as well as the cross up. Here we go. No, dude, if you drop a combo, listen. In every game, oh, hold on, wait.
Oh, it's not over?
Oh, it's so winnable.
You're crazy. Respect the time winder. Level 1, but I don't think it's gonna combo. Never mind, I lied. But still not enough to take the life lead or get the kill. Ah!
I thought we landed mash parry. I saw that fireball connect, and I saw the time winder wasn't gonna get there, so I thought for sure that Ryan, as soon as he hit the ground, was gonna go for it. Unfortunately, there it doesn't go their way, and the break has to be spent early again.
Set point for Apology Boy. Retreating guard actually able to dodge that down S2. But no confirm from that dash medium. So we see we're trying to take that turn. Counter hit actually, and it's a very simple confirm for Apology Boy. Oh my gosh, that 2H clearing the skies out. Not able to get the kill just yet.
What if you jumped a command throw and you just wanted to play the game afterwards?
Nah, we don't do that here. Check the Spirit Rush so that FChamp doesn't have the tag. The jump in not going to be checked, creating some space. Try and just pepper with missiles. And what a beautiful handshake tag, able to catch the overextending Jinx. And now FChamp's tournament life is down to this Ahri, who has to win this 1v2.
Timing on the tag was definitely good. Has the meter, and the whiff of the fireball ends up saving us a lot of headache. Unfortunately, an overcommitment on an air throw attempt is going to put us in a weird spot now. Still advantage Apology Boy, but this is rough.
Roll, not able to find anything. Spirit Rush, no full confirm on that punish. FChamp holding on to that Fury. Still gets a confirm as jank as it is off of that 2H. Oh, jump S2, the Jinx super able to stop all of the offense here. Both of Apology Boy's characters bleeding rather profusely. The parry able to force FChamp to Fury before a combo comes out after that crouching medium. However, it's not his birthday proxy! Ekko lives!
He has a pixel at least, but Apology Boy is just over. He's playing a little nervous, dude. He was overforcing the hell out of that.
Oh.
Still okay, though. What a hit!
I think you live because of the Fury reducing some of this damage, but Apology Boy is going to do his best. Has his own Fury to pop aggressively to extend the combo and increase the damage.
I actually don't know. This one's going to Sage Jam. Yeah, still got it. I was worried because the Fury, but in the end, it's more than enough. Got the finish. Apology Boy was this close.
But FChamp was 5-0 over Apology Boy. That was one bracket demon down. Can you replicate it? Can you do it again? Let's find out as we get into grand finals, everybody.
And right away, a hell of a start. Brings it back down to the earth here pretty quick with that extra slap on the tentacle. And now the OTG, a great tech, but can't escape. You cannot mash on the way down, not with the priestess out there. She's an anti-air missile turret.
Ooh. Try to go for that parry as well, but spacing just a little off for Apology Boy, so Bleed's gonna get the full pickup, goes to the air throw reset. It begins like this, Proxy. Bleed's already doing this. Hey, Apology Boy says, thanks for the tip, Dad.
Got the throw again, though. Full charge, an extra chunk of damage. Ooh, and the jump out that neutral comes so good. Force the break, and we're back at it again.
Big scoop right here. Bleed gonna get the kill. Ekko comes in for Apology Boy and runs into a medium. GG's next round. Is what I would say.
Roll the pass, still has the clone at the feet. Instead, he's gonna try and extend here, and that rewind, I think Bleed thought there was no way he was gonna full send it. There was all kinds of resources to potentially counterplay it there, so good to sometimes go to the obvious option.
Nah, and Bleed actually slowly losing control of this round because we got a little too saucy with the Illaoi combo earlier, but it's not over yet. We're setting up the Tangle timeline and the Illaoi tentacle supers. The overhead comes through. Bleed actually loses the round. Apology Boy with the Ekko comeback. Arguably gifted, but you gotta be able to seize the opportunity when provided.
Slam. Oh no, it mixes it up so well. It's so hard to deal with. The timing on the tag changes everything.
Jab, whiffing, creating some space right now. Catching a jump, the break comes through, not close enough to actually bait it, but this Ekko is going to take a lot of damage, and before Bleed can kill the Ekko, Apology Boy finds the right moment to challenge, gets locked, interrupted by the overhead, goes for the throw, and that's exactly what Bleed wanted. It's going to be able to get the combo, following up with the just frames, tagging into Ekko actually. Some Illaoi mastery.
Yeah, extending as far as we can. A couple breaks we'll be taking, because obviously you can do it, loop it once per tentacle that you have, as well as the level 3. So the priestess gonna be able to test herself. You know, you think she'd be the one character in this game that could pass it, but unfortunately here, she's not quite gonna cut it. Theory and a character still alive though.
Yeah, but oof. Get the throw, but no assist and no meter to actually secure the kill. Trying to do more and more chip damage, and there it is. The practically patented Bleed anti-air. You seen that you're jumping. Handshake tag says, I got you now.
The moment I see you leave the earth, you already know what's coming. As you can see here, both characters connected on now, has that extra tentacle for the little extra extension.
Start here for Apology Boy. In the Ekko corner, nice jump on the C's, but now you are still losing the turn. We overcommit with the throw, and you did it again, and Bleed says, stop it, mix me.
You're such a freak for that, dude. 2 times in a row. I mean, why wouldn't you, though? I respect it. You got Helmbreaker, you might as well send it.
Yep.
Dude, I know he's gonna be pissed. Up back Helmbreaker twice, I'd be furious.
I would be too, yeah. All right, Apology Boy, though, with the Illaoi, almost has that level 3 online. Just running. We walking? 5M, but no confirm into that 5H. However, Time Winder. Works out. Yo, Apology Boy, we gotta talk about these throws, bro.
Ooh, and again, at level 3, quick little test one more time. Unfortunately, the pop quiz never going your way. As that is 1-0 in favor of Bleed, still winning it out from the winner's side. As again, Apology Boy needs 3 in this set, and then needs to be able to secure a second full set against one of the, one of the game's best and brightest.
Right, one of the game's best and brightest, playing a team that Bleed has really catapulted to the epitome in competitive play at the moment. I mean, Apology Boy still the Padawan here in this case, but again, a decent start here. The happy birthday not quite coming together, but the trade entirely in Apology Boy's favor. Jump, get up attack from Bleed, as it just feels like Bleed knows exactly what wake up option to do to stop Apology Boy from snowballing the momentum. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, not throw again.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Super quick follow-up. Doesn't quite get the Time Winder, but still ends up working out. Damage is done. Command throw. Oh my god, the delay sold it for me. On the delay, I was like, that's a normal throw. Jesus.
Down S2. Gonna connect here. Bleed quickly ends the combo. Oh, we tried a parry, not quite working out, but no full confirm here. Apology Boy gets the overhead. 2 tentacles to play with. Bleed somehow ready to tech the throw. I mean, and then he runs up and throws. Can't keep getting away with this bait to get.
A game and around halfway to victory. Bleed looking strong as ever. Right away, just makes himself a little blink backwards. Nothing too crazy. Something light. Couldn't roll past 2. The screen was too stretched.
Get attack though. Apology Boy catching with the Helmbreaker. It's going to be a full combo and extension here. Can bleed into the player 1 corner. Sees. Get a little crazy. Nah, that 2H reached both of them. Oh, that's so unlucky for Apology Boy. Bleed has the rewind to go back to. Quite able to reach. Nah, man, he's so good with these Helmbreaker timers. Just always jumping as soon as Apology Boy wants to run and go for a throw, wants to swing with some sort of normal. I mean, Bleed's playing 2 players right now, you know? Like, he just has hands on both controllers somehow. With punish, break from Bleed. Well, the Time Miner connects, it's a full counter hit, so we're actually able to stabilize, apply some re-jumps.
F1. Oi! The run up with the jab. Oh no. The double up on the light. Finding the mark. 2 games in a row. Bleed down to the wire. Hold up.
Okay, it's back to character select. Apology Boy.
Oh? Yeah, I'm down.
I'm down too. It's like you gotta stand out in your own way right now. It's very clear that Apology Boy cannot step to Bleed with his own team. So we'll have to see if just this switch up right here is gonna do anything. We're debating the 2x assist as well.
I'm down for it.
Yeah, right?
Did we go 2x assist? I was looking at I was scrolling Discord. Yeah, okay. Respect. Do what you gotta do. I believe in you. Right, let's see it.
All right, let's see how this goes here. As Bleed is not even engaging, right?
Ooh,
gets bait
okay.
as a parry.
No, I was all Darius. We're in.
Yep. Oh, we bait the get up attack as well? Okay, Apology Boy. Oh, but you get caught wiggling. Not a long combo, but here we go. Break comes out from Apology Boy. Darius comes through to play.
Okay, kept it locked down. Finds the jab though. Darius unfortunately caught out on his own. Oh my, and then the charge up. Works out perfectly too. Bleed back on his stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be all kinds of breaks here. Walk out for your break, Darius. And now Apology Boy having to do this 1v2 with the Illaoi that Bleed is more than ready for.
Champ, wish you got to play more, homie. Glad you still get to some points. We appreciate you having you on.
Another throw again as Apology Boy just continually going back to that defensive option that Bleed just says, I'm ready for you every time. Gonna set up another tentacle.
Oh,
and the command throw's gonna come through.
God.
Yeah, no, Bleed scouting that Fury as well. Apology Boy not gonna give it, knows better than to do that.
Yeah, your soul is mine on that one. That was crazy.
Oh no, I didn't even, Bleed could have just finished the
tough.
combo instead just really is stealing the soul.
Ryan, we can only pray. Missed out on the anti-air, still manages to reposition at least. All right.
Clears up the tentacle, Apology Boy holding the space, but it's gonna be the happy birthday. Handshake tag, gets interrupted, counter hit by the 2M. And Bleed recognizes he's too far from the corner to convert with the normal, so drops a Time Winder super, has Illaoi coming in for the tag extension. Gap attack though. Apology Boy's fighting back.
John Don, that question is outside my pay grade, as much as I'd love to answer it for you. Nice block on the 2H. Dash up, got the throw. Opportunity to spend some bar, and you definitely should.
The air throw, Bleed. Again, so clean with those air throws after the handshake tag, just punishing you for even getting in the same area code as him in the skies.
I just looked, why is Trey on allowing Darius? It's been a weird set, bro.
Yeah.
Little Hezzy ends up finding the down S2. That was kind of evil.
Perry comes through, calling him out. Yeah, as Bleed, I mean, just sort of taking his time more than anything, right? Just dragging this out, it feels like. However, Apology Boy has been able to take at least a round because of that before, but can he do it now? Back against the wall, 2M, not going to reach. Locking down with the Darius, looking for some sort of reversal option. We're able to block, escape, handshake tag right back. The aura walk forward, nah, man. 0-2M punish, that does force the breakout. But I mean, yeah, how do you win from here?
Full bag just because situation getting dire here. Level 3 on the gap, but no more meter to play with here.
Yep.
Maybe not worth it, but we'll see if Apology Boy can turn this snowball into something.
Yeah, we did buy time to get Fury though, so you do have that option to just deny the situation.
Oh,
and now the
God.
handshake tag single low, looking for the Fury, runs up and throws Apology Boy finally to secure victory. And Bleed is your TNS 2XKO champion for our 26th edition.